Gets inside for the touchdown. How about that? We are Fast Play.
I'm saying talking about East or Tucker or Spear or whoever's talking about. You're got like 14 points in addition.
Welcome to Walter Cross Field, the campus of Kokomo High School, and this place is all the buzz. It's homecoming for the Wildcats on what is really a summer-like evening on this first day of October. It's going to be a great game here tonight. Good evening. I'm Alan James along with Justin Hahn as FastPlaySports is on the air to deliver this homecoming game as the Logansport Berries come to Kokomo to face the Wildcats. And Justin, we were talking before we got ready to go here tonight about the fact that when's the last time the Kokomo Logansport game had as much meaning as it does here tonight, because this is a big game.
Oh, I definitely, even today, I was like, man, maybe Jimbo will come in for me and I can just go sit and watch the game, because it's going to be such a great game that I've been slobbering over this all week long, because you got 5-0 Logan and 5-1 Kokomo. Kokomo easily, honestly, could be 6-0 right now. Some other outside factors factored into their one loss, but let's get this game going. I'm ready.
Mike Johnson, coach for Logansport, took over that program back in 2016, and it's been a long rebuilding process for the Berries, but they really kicked it in sectional play last year, and they ended up winning that sectional championship, and they really haven't looked back since that. Really, they had the loss in the regional, but then it really got the motor going for the Berries, and they've had one heck of a season. A couple of big wins for them was that Northwood game that they won, and then, of course, Arsenal Tech. They're a pretty good team here in the NCC this year, so those two wins really stand out. Last week, they had a huge win over Richmond, who's really at the bottom end of the NCC standings this year. They won 65-24.
I was going to say, to put up 65 points, I don't care if they're a good team or not a good team. That's a lot of scoring and a lot of offense going on right there.
Yeah, Miller, 4 touchdowns for the Berries. And the Wildcats come in with their 5-1 record, big win last week over South Bend, Washington, 56-6. So we'll pause for our first break here in our pregame show here. You're watching Fast Play Sports. And we'll be right back. You're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of the IHSAA TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome to Fast Play Sports and this presentation of high school football. Be sure to support our wonderful sponsors.
Rise and shine, the weekend's over. You're going to want to grab it.
Nothing lasts forever, except for a warranty forever from Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. At Button Dodge in Kokomo, we make sure that you're ready for the unexpected. That's why our warranties last a lifetime, because you have plenty of worries. Your car shouldn't be one of them. Button's warranty forever, because no matter what happens down the road, we're always here.
Coca-Cola is proud to partner with FastPlaySports for yet another year of high school athletics. We're excited to see our student athletes compete and perform on the field while representing their local schools. During this break, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola and enjoy the game. Cheers.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, this is Raleigh Fingers, and you're watching Fast Play Sports Network.
Fans, make sure you check out the games behind the grandstands at the City of First Credit Union Camp Carnival. Purchase a ticket for 50 cents in the middle booth. Enjoy the games and win a prize. Please support our student groups by playing often. Good luck. And while you're down there, make sure you stop by the Camp Store. The Camp Store is located behind the South Grandstand, where you can pick up the most up-to-date Wildcat gear. Thank you for supporting your Wildcat athletic department. And that is definitely sure to make you hungry and thirsty, so make sure you visit our concession stand. The concession stand has all of your food and drink needs.
In Western High School, it is the heart of our mission to serve and refresh. Enjoy an ice-cold Coca-Cola, the perfect companion to tonight's game.
Button Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Kokomo is Indiana's biggest and best Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealership. In fact, Fast Play Sports is powered by Button Dodge, Hemi powered. It's time to put a Button Dodge in your garage. You had a chance to talk to assistant principal and one of the great assistant coaches for Kokomo High School, Jason Spear, this week.
Yeah, and actually, former Logansport Berry.
Yeah, true.
So you've got the Logansport connection with the Kokomo. One of the things we talked about was he was an offensive player, played outstanding at Logansport, went on to IU, was set numerous records at IU. I think he still holds quite a couple rushing records at IU, and now he's the defensive coach. And we talked a little bit. I think we'll show that interview here just a little bit, and he talked about how his offensive mind is helping this defense really thrive this season.
All right, roll it.
I'm Justin Hahn here for Fast Play Sports with Jason Spear, defensive coach for the Kokomo Wildkats. Coach Spear, let's talk about the start of this season, man. 5-1, great start to a season. Logansport, you kind of had some, Lafayette Jeff, you kind of had a few weird things that happened in that game that maybe led to that one loss. But what are your thoughts so far early on in this season?
Well, our guys have been playing hard. They've been preparing, playing all three phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. So we've been really scheming every week and just getting ready to play. And our guys have, increased their functional football intelligence, what we call it, FFI, so they could be better football players. So it's been a lot of fun coaching our group. The guys that are hungry and out here willing to, pay the price to be a pretty good football team.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch. Plez, I'm excited to see Plez, come back here for a home game. He's been running the lights out of this place, man. Kickoffs, handoffs, receiving. I mean, it's got to be pleasant to see him out there this year as a senior, leading that offensive team.
It does. He's worked his tail off to get better, and, he gives a lot of credit to his offensive line and his tight ends and quarterback, those guys that are blocking. So it's a team effort, all 11 guys, and he always, pumps those guys up and tells them, they're doing a good job. So that even makes him even a more special player because he knows it's a team game, and he's a talent, and he's had a great year so far.
Okay, so you were an offensive star for Logansport, who play Friday, but hey, and IU, you're a great running back, and now you're on the defensive side of the ball. How does that offensive mind help you lead this defense?
Well, Coach asked me to run the defense in about May, so we had some discussions, and I didn't waver at all, and I'm intrigued by offenses, so I love the offensive side of the ball, but by studying offense, I like defense too because I can kind of process a little bit differently on defense. So I've been able to, just jump in and coach a great group of guys, and it's been a lot of fun. So our defensive guys, we got some players out there, from safety to linebacker to our D-line. Our guys have been really, really playing well.
Yeah, and you've got a great mixture of some seniors, some juniors, even some sophomores out there playing right now, and that's got to feel good, especially coming into next year and even the year after.
We do. We've got some guys that can play. We our seniors, Tashai Stewart, has done a great job. Tyrese Tucker, those seniors have really played well. Kimani Howard, and then we also have some juniors that are also playing. And like I said, a couple sophomores that have done a good job. Reese Beard has been really, a pleasant surprise in the secondary, and really, he's really done a great job for us. So we've got some guys that can play. So we are excited, and guys that are learning the game of football. That's what really helps them, just studying and preparing every week.
All right. Hey, so this Friday you have homecoming against Logansport, your alma mater, right? So they're 5-0. You guys are 5-1. Should be a great game. What are your thoughts leading into this this game Friday?
Well, very proud of Logansport, first of all. Coach Johnson's done a great job over there with those guys. And, they've had a vision, and they've gotten better every year. So very proud of Logansport and wish them well when they're playing anybody except us. But, those guys have worked hard, and they've got a good team. And it's going to be a great game on Friday. Our guys are going to have to, play well. And, I wish them best of luck also. But but we'll have a great game on Friday.
All right, that's Kokomo Wildkats defensive coach Jason Spear. I'm Justin Hahn for Fast Play Sports. We will see you Friday night at the game.
Here at Kokomo, what a great guy overall. I run into him working out at the YMCA, and he's always on.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to coach Shane in 8th grade basketball, and Jason was there, and the guy's unbelievable. Such a great guy.
Logansport won the toss and deferred, so they're going to kick off to the Wildcats to start this game as we go live from Walter Cross Field. Fast Play Sports coverage of Kokomo's homecoming as they host the Logansport Berries here on this beautiful October 1st. Friday night football about ready to get started here. Of course, Kokomo went to the artificial surface here a few years back, and it's going to be a fast field for these players tonight.
I'll say this, Alan. I think, that's not a good start. Logansport's got to have a lot of confidence in their defense, because to give Kokomo the ball to start off with, that's a tough decision to make.
Lawrence gets that ball back out to the 9-yard line as they kind of fumbled that kickoff return, and
it's almost like they just watched it roll by.
Well, I think they kind of lost the rules in their head. They touched it, so they had to really do something with it. But Plez got on that quickly, but Logansport's kick team covered quickly, so the Cats will start here on offense to start this game at I guess that's the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 from the wing T offense.
Plez is getting, look at him going into a little shotgun.
Shift out here as Barker will take a snap from the shotgun formation. Going to look to throw the ball out quickly. Quick screen to the left. That gets out to Plez. He's got some motor. He beats the left edge or right edge of that Logansport defense, and he'll get 11 yards on 1st down and move the chains. That's a new wrinkle there for the Cats.
Especially to start the game.
Yeah, check it out on the refresh replay here. Plez makes a nice move on the corner and shows his speed.
Well, and that's what I was saying. Like for Logan to win the toss, I personally probably would have taken the ball and tried to score on him, because Kokomo, Plez can break open a run at any second.
Barker hands it off this time. Lawrence to the right side, looking for some room. Defense smothers at the 26-yard line. It'll give him a little bit of forward progress on that. Maybe not. Maybe just right back to the line of scrimmage there at the 26. Good defense by Logansport in that play.
Yeah, and I don't know a whole lot about Logan's defense. Looking at their scores from the games that they won. They've given up 8 points, 6 points, 15, and 14. So they're not giving up a lot of points. So they have a lot of confidence in that defense.
Now the guy to watch is Grayson Long. Now Plez gets out the right side. Now he's got a chance to get going. They call him out of bounds. Wow, he had nothing but green in front of him, but he hit the sideline marker there as he crosses the 45, gets out to about the 47-yard line. It'll be another 1st down for Kokomo, but boy, Plez Lawrence had a nice quick run to the right and had daylight there, but got pushed out of bounds.
Listen, and I'll tell you, I've coached Plez in basketball. I've had him in class. I interviewed him the other day. He's such a great kid, but he sometimes lets his ego get to him, and he and I have talked about that numerous times. Here's a pitch out to Shai Stewart, it looks like.
Yeah, up the middle, ball's out, and this one could be jumped on right away. Yeah, nice recovery by Name on that. Yeah. He coughed that ball up and got right back on it. Actually gained about a yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up for Kokomo. We're in the first quarter of play, just 10:40 to go. This is the first possession for Kokomo. Evan Barker, the quarterback for Kokomo, will pitch it out. This time it's going to go out there left side to Shai Stewart. Defense closes quickly, but after about a 4-yard gain on 2nd down.
Yeah, and Alan, you weren't here for their last home game, which was against Jeff, and that was a loss. But they were missing Plez and Trey Marciniak, two of their top running backs. So, and then Plez comes back last week and scores 5 touchdowns. That's what they're hoping for, that same type of performance tonight, I believe.
It'll be 3rd and 5. Balls across the midfield marker into Logansport territory here on this important down. Barker will pitch it to.
He's got the.
Plez. Plez gets into a crowd, but I think he's got enough for the first down as he crosses the 45 to almost really the 42-yard line. Looks like
43 maybe. Yeah.
Enough to move the chains, and this drive continues for the Wildcats as they are still with the first possession of the ball game, moving well against this Logansport defense.
Yeah, and really that's the curse of giving Kokomo the ball first is they will run time off that clock, and if they can run that time off and get a score on it, you start off down in the hole, man. It makes it tough to dig out of.
1st and 10 for the Cats.
Barker with the ball.
Yeah, he will take this one and just get clobbered there on Kokomo's left flank there as Logansport moved in quickly to stuff him, but I think he might have got a yard on the play.
Yeah, and talking about that Lafayette Jeff game where Plez and those guys were out, Barker then had to step up. Barker was the leading rusher for both teams. He had 104 yards or 105 yards as a quarterback.
Yeah, so he comes out of the game right now. Barker's on the sideline. So
and you know who came in? Barker.
The other Barker.
Younger brother. Yeah, exactly. Right. You've got A.J. Barker in there now. Freshman.
2nd down. Give it off to Lawrence. Lawrence cuts inside. Had a blocker for a moment, but he'll make it up to about the 35-yard line and then get pushed back, and it'll bring up another 3rd down for Kokomo in a moment, but Evan's going to come back out there for Kokomo.
Man, I tell you, if you can develop the freshman Barker with the junior Barker, next year's a senior, man, you've got one of those offenses that you can have the same guys on the field all the time and just keep switching them. Oh, there's almost a
broken play right there, but he'll get the first down. Great move by Evan Barker.
He might be a little short.
Well, yeah. Perhaps it's going to cause a call for a measurement here, but it looked like a broken play for Kokomo.
4th down, yeah. It's going to be 4th, and a big decision.
Yeah, Evan Barker just rolled forward as far as he could as he hung on to the ball, and official timeout as they are going to bring out the sticks to see if this is a first down or how close it is.
I think they're a little short. I think they're probably 6 or 8 inches.
Well, I'm going to say they got it.
I don't know.
I think it's that close, folks. So we welcome you to our telecast of this homecoming game for Kokomo. Yep, you're right, he is short. Brought to you in part by the City of Kokomo, proud sponsor of Fast Play Sports. Kokomo is a beautiful town with a myriad of community events and community activities for the folks who come out and have free bike rental. Visit cityofkokomo.org. 4th and short. Give it up.
And he's got it.
Plez Lawrence carries the ball well past the first down marker on 4th down, and they'll move the chains as the Cats cross the 30-yard line and continue a drive that started at the 14-yard line for Kokomo as they received the kick. Kind of messed it up a little bit, but they've got a good drive going here.
Yeah, for sure. And they have run almost, 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes off the clock, which is, that's a good possession.
1st and 10, ball on the 28-yard line.
The shotgun.
7:42 to go in this first quarter of play. Kokomo's had this ball the entire game to this point. Barker takes a shotgun. Green out to the left side. Get across that edge, and Lawrence is pushed out of bounds inside the 25-yard line as Logansport's pursuit got there quickly. One of the guys to look and watch for the Berries is number 35, Grayson Long. He's a junior, 6'2", and probably a guy you'll just see all over this field tonight. So he is probably one of the featured defensive players for Logansport. He was out there on that play to get Plez Lawrence out of bounds. 2nd down, 6 to go for the Cats. At the pace they're going now, they should get to the end zone, but look at this formation.
Like
trips to the right.
Side,
Barker will come from the shotgun, and he's going to run left. Get some blockers out there. He's got some running room. Gets across the 20. He's going to bull his way down over the 5 and out of bounds.
Wow. I thought he had it.
What a run by quarterback Evan Barker, and he just lowered his shoulder and got probably another 6 yards on that quarterback keeper.
Well, you knew it was either going to be the same play they just ran to the right side, or he was going to keep it and go the other way. So that was a great offensive call.
Well, they really drew the Logansport defense to their left side to open that up, and it worked really well. We're just outside the 10-yard line with the ball on the 11. First down and 10 to go. Barker will give it off to Lawrence. Lawrence was running right. He could get to the edge, and if he does, he's got a touchdown. Curves it in. Oh, he's pushed out of bounds.
Now, I believe Plez needs either two or three touchdowns to tie the record for Kokomo, or three to go ahead, I believe is what the deal is. So
second down, Kokomo.
John Scott for the Berries got out there to wrangle in Plez on first down. So 2nd and 4. 5 will get you a touchdown. And it's going to be another quarterback push up the middle, and it's going to go all the way across the end zone. Touchdown, Kokomo.
Look at
Barker with the kick.
So Barker keeps it, and they cap off a incredible drive, mostly on the ground, as they take the first possession in this game and get pay dirt.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you look at Barker as a strong kid, man. That kid, and he just got in there and got a little help from his line. And, I talked to Plez the other day, like I said, and one of the big things he mentioned was how great their line is this year.
They're big boys. Here comes the extra point. That's up and is good. 7-0 the score on our CFD investment scoreboard. And a good start for the Wildcats here on their offense. Running wing T in most of those formations in that series, but they did show some diversity with some of the formations that they showed a little bit.
Well, I mean, they started off the game with the pass, and I wasn't real sure, they were back inside the 15, and that's something that you just don't see often from them, especially to start the game.
Yeah, you look at a two-step drop and unload the ball, and in both those cases, it's Plez Lawrence who's the receiver, and he's a go-to guy when they do throw the ball too. When you look at the stats,
well, and that's just it. I mean, it seems like everybody. I mean, come on, man. Plez has scored 5 touchdowns, I think, 3 times this season, and the game he didn't score 5, I think he scored 3. So it's one of those things like, hey, we're going to give it to Plez and hand it off, but you still have to stop him, and teams are having a tough time doing that.
Yeah, he's the guy this year. Recognize another one of our Fast Play Sports sponsors, Brian Kossel, State Farm Insurance. Brian and his team are here to help individuals manage the risk of everyday life. Recover from the unexpected and realize their dreams. Brian Kossel, State Farm, located on South Webster Street in Kokomo. See him online at brianckossel.com.
Hey, and go in and ask for Jimbo and tell him that Justin and Alan sent you. Maybe he'll get you a free pin or something, right?
Last time I did a game for Fast Play Sports, I had Jim Real as the color guy. He put extra emphasis on all of those live reads for Kossel. So he's got an agent there now. 7:10 on the clock. And Kokomo kicking off to Logansport. It'll be the Berries' first possession of the game as Kokomo really stick right to the ground there. Coming back out is Caden Walker for the Berries, and they'll have a little bit better starting position than the Wildcats had with their first position, about 2 yards different. The Berries will set up at the 16-yard line, and that's where they'll get started. And they, too, run a wing T offense this year. They started out with a different set, but Coach Johnson said, nope, we're going to the wing T, and ever since then, they've really been tearing it up.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you knew what their main focus was.
Yeah, they've got really a platoon of running backs that you'll watch here. Gavin Barron, Luis Ortiz, Jeremiah Miller, and Isaac Mock is the junior quarterback for the Berries, and there you see Long in motion right there, and they'll hand off up the middle. And they're in the old days, the wing T was like 5 yards and a cloud of dust, but we don't have any dust out there anymore. So you have 5 yards and a rug burn, maybe is the new cliche to say. But about 2 good yards on first down. Actually, we'll call it 3, 2nd and 7, as the Berries have the ball for the first time in this homecoming game for the Kokomo Wildcats. Kokomo leads 7-0 as you look down on our CFD investment scoreboard. It actually says 6-0, but it's 7-0. And right up the middle, as the guards do some cross blocking and move the Kokomo defense a few yards on second down.
Yeah, and Kokomo has they have a really good line. Well, their whole defense is pretty decent, but they have a good linebacker. But then their defensive backfield is really solid. And if they're not going to pass the ball very much, that's probably better for Logan, because between Tashai Stewart and Reese Beard, those guys have been catching everything that gets thrown up.
Mock will take the ball from center here on 3rd down and 4. Motion to the left. Pitch it out this time. And that is going to be John Scott carrying the ball for Logansport. And yeah, he only gets it out to the 25. I think he had to get to the 26. Good defense by Kokomo, and the punt team is going to come out here for the Berries as they weren't able to convert the 3rd and 4.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not coaching, so I can say it, but I mean, they've been moving the ball. I think they can pick up that yard.
Well, they decide they don't want to give Kokomo good field position if something goes bad.
I totally understand it. But
it's really, it could be a fake. It is going to be.
I think he was looking.
He thought about it, yeah. Fair catch. Is it?
That's Beard.
Yeah, Beard.
Tashai.
Tashai, fair catch for Kokomo, and they'll bring the offense back out here for its second turn with 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Cats with a 7-0 lead. And you got to give the Kokomo defense credit. They were able to really not give up the edge on 3rd and 4. Logansport got 3 of it, but they went conservative and decided to punt.
Yeah, and it almost looked like maybe he was going to go out and see if he saw that one guy open, he could toss it, and if not, then he was going to...
Oh, on the fake punt?
Yeah. Then he kind of ran it off to the side, like, all right, let me see, nothing's there, so now I can punt it. But
and he still got the good punt off.
Yeah,
so
he did a great punt. Yeah. But you're in a hole here if Kokomo can come down here and score. Oh, he's going to go long.
He's going to try to throw it here on 1st down. He's under pressure now. Plus is taking the ball way back on the 30.
Other side.
Yeah, but he's getting some running room. Good stiff arm. Finally, the gang tackle gets there. Big loss on this first down play. I just don't know what Barker's first read was supposed to be. I thought he was supposed to go deep.
No, I think he was looking long. Yeah, he was looking long, and it wasn't there, so he dumped it down. And right here on was it number 12?
Yeah, Luis Ortiz for Logansport.
Yeah, Ortiz, man, he saved that play because if Ples could have got around that corner.
Yeah. So 2nd and 16 now after the big defensive play by Logansport. Barker comes right back here, different formation, shotgun snap, and he's going to look as he rolls right. Wants to go deep.
He's going.
Pressure, throws it
might
deep.
Have him.
And this is good. Almost had it.
Wow.
It was great defense first by Jeremiah Miller for Logansport. He had a beat on it. And then Lawrence almost got it off that deflection. Look at it come here. Boom, boom, and down on the turf. That was close.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I thought he had him. I thought he had it.
Well, I thought it was going to be picked off at first, actually, because I really did.
I really did, but then I saw Ples get about that 1.5 foot space. I thought, okay, he might get him here, but then it just great throw though.
Yeah, the ball was there, but neither the defender or the wideout could get it. Yeah,
Kokomo can do this now. They have a 7-0 lead right now. They got a little bit of a cushion. They can kind of do this here a little bit, and plus they have to since they're back. 2nd and 16. Here's a run.
Yeah, 3rd and 16 now, and Lawrence is going to be smothered up there by the 30. Well, give him the 36-yard line. Some forward progress, but that'll bring out the punt team for Kokomo as they never really recovered after that first down miscue. And Logansport takes the advantage, at least on that series, to get Kokomo to punt. So still plenty of time here in the first quarter. 3:41 on the clock.
And Logan's going to get this ball with some Stewart, pretty good field position.
Stewart back there to do the punting at his Stewart.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
And I don't think they'll be trying to fake here.
No.
He puts a leg into it, and that's a decent one.
See what kind of roll we get.
Kokomo's going to take control of the bounce, and they're going to down it on the 31-yard line. And that's where the Berries will come out here with their second possession of the game. Let's send a shout out to Gerald Orthodontics, one of our sponsors of Fast Play Sports. Dr. Kevin Gerald has been serving the orthodontic needs of his Kokomo and Logansport patients with personal attention and quality professional care for over 12 years. State-of-the-art facility with 2 locations, Kokomo and Logansport. Free consultation. Gerald is ahead of the curve. First down for Logansport. Going to pound it off the right tackle this time and only get about a yard carry that time. And we'll see when they unpile him here, the ball carrier was.
Looked like Gavin Barron. Yeah,
Barron had the ball that time.
Yeah. Now, does Logan? Do you know if they have a lot of guys that play both sides of the ball? Because I know Kokomo has a lot of guys that play both sides.
Yeah, there's enough. I mean,
and that can take its toll in a long game.
Yeah, the program, like you hope for in a rebuilding concept, you get bigger numbers. And Logansport's been able to do that too. They got a good feeder system going there now. 2nd and 9, ball's on the 32, under 2:30 to go in this first half. Nice hole this time. Is that Barron again or?
Yeah, that looked like
that was actually Miller that time. Jeremiah Miller, the ball carrier. He is real close to first down territory here, and I'm thinking they're trying to eyeball that thing, and they do. They give him the first down. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, I didn't get to see who made that tackle, but he just tripped him up, and that saved the touchdown maybe.
Yeah, I think Miller's got the jets to get to deep yardage country for Logansport. He's the one that had the big game last week.
Yeah, he had a huge lane right there that I think had he not tripped up, man, he saw the end zone.
Yeah, good burst. Mock will hand it off this time. Oh, right up the middle.
Brick wall there.
Yeah, there was nothing moving as that time. It was Ortiz, the ball carrier for Logansport, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And it'll be... It actually gave him a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9. And that trap play up the middle hasn't worked against this Kokomo defense yet. Here comes Mock under center. Going to do some sort of a read option, and he'll carry the ball out there to the 45-yard line on 2nd down. So another 3 yards achieved on that 2nd down play. Looks like they're really giving him good.
Yeah.
They give him great forward progress. I mean, both sides have been really good about that here in this game so far. So the ball is placed on the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a long 4 to go. Now here we go.
This is a big stop for the defense.
Inside, that's a Barron with the ball, and he does not get far.
Now they're right at midfield. What do you do here? Do you go ahead and punt, or do you go for it? Looks like
it looks like they're keeping the offense out there. Well, unless I guess they do have a punter out there. Yeah, they're bringing in the punt team. Coach Johnson's just not ready to give Kokomo a break yet, so they just kick away. Our flag comes out. That's going to go back to Logansport after contact was made on the punter, and trying to see who that was. I think it was Blackamore who came out there and made contact.
Replay.
Nope, it's inside. So who was that?
I couldn't get
I think it might have been Tucker. So it's a personal foul against Kokomo, and that'll advance the ball for the Berries, give them first down and rejuvenation on this drive,
sure.
And they're going to go deep into Kokomo territory. The ball is inside the 40 at the 37-yard line. Kokomo territory as Logansport quickly calls a play and comes to the line. Mock's going to hand it off. This time it's Miller again. Miller gets a nice hole and gets a good gain up to the 30-yard line. Look at him about 6, maybe 7 yards on first down. Look at him. He just fell forward for another yard.
And it looks like they're going to let this time run out.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Kokomo took its opening drive.
First quarter to score.
Basically, what was it? 77 yards. mainly on the ground to get the 7-0 lead, but now Logansport is threatening. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of the IHSAA TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you.
Welcome to Fast Play Sports and this presentation.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
Back at Walter Cross Field, Kokomo with a 7-0 lead over Logansport, but the Berries have the ball at the 30-yard line in Kokomo territory, and they are moving well. Big penalty after a punt where they did a roughing the kicker, continued this Logansport drive and set them up deep in Kokomo territory. So here we go, 2nd down and 3 to go, and they'll pitch it out. This time it's going to get out to the edge, cut inside. Beautiful run by John Scott, and the senior takes it across first down territory and up to about near the 23-yard line. Good move by Scott carrying the ball, but is there...
Got the ball carrier.
Yeah, he's got out ahead of him, and oh, there's a flag.
They're called holding on the Logansport Berries, and that will bring back what was first down yardage for the Berries.
Yeah, you know, that's only the second penalty called.
Yeah.
So one on Kokomo and one on...
2nd down, Logansport.
But I mean, it's been a pretty clean game. They've been just marching the ball up the field. And
all right, so 2nd and 12 is where the Berries are. Go up the middle this time and hand it off to Ortiz. He'll get a few yards on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long now.
Yeah, Kokomo really wants to get a stop here.
It's 3rd down.
They can get the ball back and they haven't lost anything. And
see what Coach Johnson for Logansport pulls out of his hat with a 3rd and 7 here in the first part of the second quarter, down by 7. Up the middle, Ortiz meets the Kokomo defense, and he'll be stopped. Forward progress to about the 32, but that's going to bring up another 4th down. But this one is a little different. I think that you almost have to consider the fact that you've got the ball and you are down by 7, and they've had plays where they could get 5 yards or more. So this 4th and 5, I think they're going for it.
I would go back to that little lead-out pitch they threw that they picked up that first down, on the holding call, and I think they could pick up 7 yards on that one.
All right, I'm going to spread them out a little bit here as they bring a wide out to the right. Almost some movement there by Kokomo on defense. Pitch it out to, fumble the ball.
Oh, that
is Barron. Now he's in trouble. He's looking for some place to go. The ball comes out again.
Doesn't really matter.
I don't know if they actually are going to turn the ball over on downs or turn the ball over after a fumble, but I think that's going to be the case where they get him down either way. And just a broken play by the Berries as the pitch out to Barron went to the ground on 4th down, and that sets up the Kokomo Wildcats right near midfield on their own 49-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
That couldn't have gone any worse.
Yeah, big miss there for the Logansport Berries on that possession.
And this is going to be probably a game where mistakes like that is what's going to be the difference in the game, because both teams are doing so well right now, offensively and defensively, really, but Logan just hasn't got that break yet.
Handed off to Lawrence. He's trying to get it around the right side. Great tackle, and there's that number 35, Grayson Long for Logansport, tripping up Les or Ples Lawrence in the backfield and maybe back to the line of scrimmage for Lawrence on first down.
You know, Jimbo and I were talking at the last game, and one big difference with Kokomo's offense this year than in the past is they had Barker running off, getting the plays and running back on.
Yeah.
And now they're not doing that, and I think that's a smart move for Kokomo's offense.
Curl brought out the play that time. Hand off to Ples, right side. He's going to break it off.
He's gone.
He's gone. Touchdown, Kokomo. No flags on the play, and quickly a 2-score lead for the Wildcats on homecoming.
Yeah, and that's what they've been waiting for all game. I knew it was just going to be a matter of time.
And that's just it. You know, that's the gift of having a guy with lightning fast speed. I mean, this is a guy who within 2 steps is at full pace. And just no hope to catch him. It was Gavin George who just the only one for the Logansport defense that could have gotten him, but they didn't. And Lawrence gets his second touchdown. Actually, it's his first touchdown of the game. Extra point is up, and it is. Well, they're thinking about. They got a flag on the play, so something went wrong.
Well, let me tell you, the other thing with Ples is not only is he fast, but he's strong.
Yeah.
The guy in 7th grade, I'd see him walk down the hallway, and the dude had muscles on top of muscles. I thought, my gosh, that's a little man, is what that is. but so even when they hit him, he doesn't go down easy. And I think that's a big thing with Ples. He can get hit once or twice, and he's still up and running.
Ples goes, 180 pounds as a back in high school. That's a good-sized back.
Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, it's all muscle. He has very little fat on that body.
High snap. But the ball comes up, Eddie is good.
And that was Diego Greiner there kicking that one. Usually they have Cole Borough, but I'm not sure where he's at tonight.
He seemed to rotate. Another look at the extra point. Close to being blocked. It was a high snap, but the holder got it down, and Kokomo is up 14-0 here in the first half. And Logansport's on the sideline just saying, hey, boys, we got to stay focused here. And we look at the Kokomo sideline, and
there you see Coach Spear talking to his son, Shane.
Yeah.
We mentioned John Curl on here, too. That's another Logansport connection with
Yeah,
because
Bruno's Pizza.
Well, when I was in high school, we played I played baseball, and John was on their baseball team. That was when they won the state 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I was playing right field at Highland Park, and John Curl Sr. hit a ball, and I don't know if it's landed yet. It's still 30 years later, may still be in the air.
Yeah, it's been a rough week in Logansport as they mark the passing of legendary coach Jim Turner.
Yeah.
And then
Butch Jones also. Yeah.
Exactly. Just a few days ago. And,
that's a tough
week for Logansport baseball. And
also, we got to mention they just had a burial for a soldier that was killed as well. And
the Marine Corporal Humberto Sanchez. Yep.
Yeah. So Logansport's had a rough go here the last month or so.
September. Been rough. Okay, Here we go.
Out of bounds.
Barron tries to get that out there for the Berries and get out to about the 19-yard line. Good kick coverage by the Kokomo Wildcats this time. Cats with a 14-0 lead. So we acknowledge another one of our sponsors for Fast Play Sports. IMG is the premier music store in Kokomo. And on the web, offering a full array of instruments and sound gear. Stop in or check them out on the web at IndianaMusicGarage.com. So the Cats have had 2 scores on 3 drives here in the first half. This is going to be Logansport's second possession in the game. Or actually, this is their third too, actually. But back to pass this time. Looking deep. Caught the man. Got Johnson. Let me take that back. Miller. It's Miller. Miller, a nice reception, and they'll move the chains on first down. Nice rhythm pass by Isaac Mock on first down, and there's you unlock the playbook when whatever you're doing isn't working, and that was a good offensive play, well well executed by Logansport, and
that caught Kokomo's defense off guard.
Yeah, they weren't ready for it.
No, they weren't ready for that pass. So
out to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Berries. Mock will hand it off this time. That's Miller. Penalty flag comes out. Might be a hold, but
wow, what a run!
Yeah, nice run by Miller, almost out to midfield. But we'll wait and see what the call is.
Most likely, probably going to be a holding, but
flag on the play.
So it's coming back. Holding is the call against Logansport. A shame, too. I mean, that was just a lot of busy blocking there in the interior line. And
they've had 2 huge runs right now called back because of a holding.
Yeah. Spot foul. Mark it back 10 yards from there, and that'll put the ball.
Hey, while they're marking that off, you see on the screen there, Barlow's
Barbershop.
I got to tell you, he's a great guy. Matt Barlow's one of my good buddies, and he and his company have brought the cool back to the friendly local barbershop. And I'm not going to read his old ad here right now, but I'm telling you, if you guys need a haircut, go see Matt Barlow. He's downtown on the square in Kokomo. Great guy, great place, great people all around him.
Yeah, call him at 865-5912. All right. 1st and 20 now for Berries. Screen it out to the left side. Got some running room. Strong's got that ball. And out to about the 26-yard line. John Scott gets it out there to whittle away at this huge deficit after the penalty. And it's really a shame. Logansport had some play
momentum,
going. Yeah, some momentum going, and that gets set back by a holding penalty.
2nd down Logansport from their own 27.
Of course, trying to move some of the play calling into the pass realm. The way they're lined up now, they're not in the wing tee, so this could be another passing situation, but they go up the middle. And that is Miller with the ball, and short gain on 2nd down. Well, they're probably going to be sitting here, 3rd and 14 coming up here, and all because of a holding penalty.
Yeah, it's happened twice, and like I said, they're kind of just shooting themselves in the foot there, I mean, if you look at Logansport right now, they had an opportunity at the beginning of this quarter and had a holding penalty, bring the ball back. Then they had to punt, and they lost the punt, or lost the ball and gave it to Kokomo way, at the 50-yard line, and then this other penalty. So
there we go. Now go back to pass. Mock goes back to the left side. No, this one's set up beautifully. They block it well. He could go, and he gets the first down at least. Great defensive play by Kokomo as they really stopped what was a well-set-up design. It could have gone all the way.
Yeah, and that was the young bull right there. That was Reese. Reese Beard with the tackle.
Well, they really pull the Kokomo defense to the other side, and they had it set up. But look at fighting through that block.
Let me tell you, Reese is he may be the smallest kid out there on the field right now, and he fought through that block and did a one-arm tackle.
Yeah, that could have gone all the way for Logansport. Nice defensive play. Now up the middle this time. Driving his legs and getting at least 6 yards on the carry. Looks like it might be Ortiz who had the ball for Logansport. And that was a nice 6-yard gain on 1st down. Good charge at the line of scrimmage and quick to the hole. All of a sudden, Logansport's getting some legs.
2nd down Logansport from the Kokomo 49.
Yeah, and that's that momentum changer they were wanting.
Take the snap up the middle. Ortiz again. He'll get enough for another Logansport 1st down.
Ortiz with the carry.
Now all of a sudden, and really, I tell you talk about what Logansport just pulled off there. The timeout called on the field, but looks like it's Kokomo timeout here.
Timeout Kokomo.
Colby wants to talk to his defense, but that was just great poise for a high school team to overcome a 3rd and 14 in that situation. That was huge.
Oh, absolutely. And I think Kokomo, it's one of those things, this timeout may be, look, guys, don't get overconfident. They're out here, all right, we're pushing them back. They're getting penalties called. They're doing, and then they come around and get that big, 3rd and 16, I think they end up gaining maybe, 16, 17.
3rd, 14, yeah.
Yeah, and so they got that 1st down, and this is probably one of those timeouts where they're going to get a little bit of a butt chewing and, refocus. Let's go out there and pay attention and refocus and not give them those huge plays.
Yeah, and honestly, when you see your coaches working on technique on a timeout, that's what Colby was doing down there. I mean, he's working on this is the way you're supposed to position. He's working technique in a game and not necessarily practice. That means your coach is frustrated.
Oh, for sure.
So we've been watching Logansport's huddle on the sideline here on camera, but you missed all the action with the Kokomo sideline work being done by the coaching staff. So here we are, 1st and 10 for the Berries, and they'll go back to pass again. Try to go deep down the middle, and oh boy. That was, I don't know if it got tipped on the line.
Well, he got smashed when he threw the ball.
Yeah. Isaac Mock.
Yeah, Isaac Mock. Yeah, he got hammered when he right when he was throwing it.
So it took a little bit off of that.
And they're lucky it wasn't.
Yeah, lucky for him it just went into the turf.
Yeah.
But man, there were people scrambling for it on both teams, but it'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 as the Berries are in Kokomo territory on the 45, just inside actually the 45-yard line. 2nd down play. Go kind of a switcheroo, and then it's Scott, the ball carrier, got some really good running room on 2nd down. He's right up to the 35-yard line, but I'm not sure they'll give him the first down on that play. The yard marker has him just past the 35, closer to the 34. And we got a player down on the field for Kokomo. Yeah, is that Tashai?
Yeah, if that's Tashai, that's going to hurt that defense.
But we'll talk about Barlow's Barbershop in more detail now. You were just bragging him up there for a minute ago.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Barlow's my guy, man. Known that guy forever. They offer the new-do as well as the classics. Fancy a straight razor cut? They'll do it. How about a color and a cool fade? They'll do that too. They are proud to be the sponsor of many things around Kokomo, but they might find their way to Fast Play Sports is the place to be. Barlow's Barbershop is a proud sponsor of high school athletics as well as Fast Play Sports. We're not just saying that because they're cool. We're saying they're cool because we're also customers. Check out the new location at Beautiful downtown Kokomo, 119 West Sycamore. Call them 765-865-5912. BarlowsBarbershop.com, and that's where. When I had my beard, it was a lot bigger. I had my Barlow's beard butter. You can get that down there to keep the beard nice and shiny. And, I've known Matt for a long time. He's such a great guy.
You have one of those great Munsters coloring schemes in your beard. Right. So, yeah.
That's what the kids at school ask me, why is the middle of your beard gray? I'm like, well, this hair is you, and this hair is that kid over there.
All right. 3rd and short for Logansport on the 35-yard line. They got about a half a yard to carry, and will it just be a quarterback sneak to get this done? No. Going to try and throw the ball here on 3rd down. Fake him out. Paul is out there, incomplete. I think the intended receiver was Grayson Long for the Berries, but no biggie. And that was a good time to call something like that. Why not fake out the Kokomo defense? But they played it well. But Mock just kind of threw it in between everybody. Didn't really try and put the ball in danger.
Yeah, that first quarter, it seemed like the middle was just closed against Logansport, but then the second quarter it's really opened up. I don't know, man. Like 4th and inches, I probably would have just tried to pound that thing right up the middle.
Yeah, it's 4th and inches now, and that might be exactly what they do. They'll go up the middle, and nice defense by Kokomo. I don't know, man.
That's the risk they run.
They are not giving them a very good spot at all. And that charge up the middle might have been stopped by Kokomo. It'll be the second time in the first half that Logansport would give up the ball on downs. They're going to measure.
Yeah, I don't think they got it.
I don't either. Now, the spot of the ball right at this moment puts that nose on the other side of the 35. Yeah. That could be enough because it's not much that they needed.
Well, what do they say? It's a game of inches, right? This may just prove that statement true.
And I think if the nose of the ball touches that end marker,
as long as
it's good. I mean, it's a first down. But I don't know, man. It's going to be so close. Give Kokomo credit for just standing their ground right there. It's short.
Oh, it's short.
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
Short by quite a bit.
Great defensive stand for the Wildcats here on homecoming night. They've got a 14-0 lead with 5:54 to go in the first half, and they just stopped Logansport short of a fourth in inches. Really, they were third in inches.
Yeah, third
ran
in
the
inches.
pass play and thought they could get that half a yard, and they didn't. Kokomo defense stands.
And I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm a Kokomo favor guy, but I mean, I would like to have seen them gone for it on third down just in case, because then they get to come back and get the ball to start the second half. That was
Keegan Name with the ball.
Yeah, Keegan.
Nice run as he got to the edge, and he'll get 10 yards on that. And depending on the spot, they may advance the chains for the Wild. Oh, they placed the ball on the inside of the 45, but they moved the chains anyway. First down for Kokomo. Name with a nice 10-yard carry on first down. Here come the Cats. Clock rolling.
Yeah, if Kokomo
5:20 to go, first half.
Yeah, if Kokomo can get a score here in the next 5 minutes, and they've got a 21-point lead to start.
Plez
with the nice jump.
11, 12 yards. Yep, 12 yards on that carry.
Lawrence, the ball carrier.
Kokomo picking up the tempo here as Brett Colby sends the play call in with John Curl.
And Evan Barker's coming out. No, Evan. Oh, he's sending it in with Evan.
No, he was first talking to Curl.
Yeah.
Well, what's that? A little. Let's give you two plays to choose from
yeah,
here.
Something. I don't know.
Getting real sophisticated here in the first half for the Cats. Under 5 minutes to go.
That might have been ignore what I told him and run this.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And Barker's going to go back to pass, roll to the right. He's looking, and he'll throw the ball up there. Curl trying to get it, but great defense by Logansport's Jeremiah Miller. After he made contact with the ball, Miller had everything to lay Curl out and keep that from being a completion. Good defense there by Logansport. And good design on the play.
Yeah,
just
really,
kind of a bad throw by
a little
Barker.
high. Yeah, it's a little high. Curl probably catches that 8 times out of 10. But
and Curl's a big target, 6'3". I mean, with cleats, he's good 6'4", 6'5", and if he's wearing heels, even more than that. But
I was shocked they actually passed the ball there on that one, but it's good to stop the clock, gives them a little bit more time to try to get in the end zone.
All right,
here goes to Plez.
Good defense. He still needs to go.
He's still up.
Oh, now he's got. This tackling by Logansport. And they called it down. Now what was?
Wow, why would they?
They called the play dead. Maybe I don't know if we can run a replay on that real quick because Kokomo's running a quick offense.
Been down.
Let's see what they do because, boy, you talk about his strength. Plus Lawrence would not go down here. Look at how the contact's made.
So he gets
1,
there,
2, runs into his own man.
I think right here they might say his knee went down.
Right there. Right there.
There it is.
Yeah, right when Miller got to him. So, that was a big loss then. Now 3rd and 16 for the Wildcats. Here they come to the line.
I was going to say Plez added about 40 more yards to his total, though, on that one.
They'll run it, give Plez Lawrence a chance, and Logansport's going to smother him just past the 40-yard line. Good run, but it'll bring up a 4th down for the Kokomo offense and a long 5 yards to go to get that first down conversion.
The way Kokomo's defense have been playing, I say you go for it. And if you can pick up 7 yards, I think they can get a score with this last 3 minutes. So
good news there. Tashai Stewart comes back out. You see him coming into the huddle there for Kokomo. Curl comes out with the play for the Cats, and they'll come to the line and face this Logansport Berries defense on a 4th down and 6.
And they're going from the shotgun on this one.
Trips to the left side. Look at that.
Barker to the right.
Yeah, now he'll roll.
Nope. He's throwing.
Look.
Oh, he's got him open down. He's got him open in the end zone.
And he catches it. Big 4th down pass play for the Wildcats. And Lawrence brings it in and rolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they go for the end zone.
Hey, with a 2-score lead, go for it.
Yeah, hey. And you know what? Nobody was catching Plez. Watch him take off. Nobody is catching Plez.
Yeah.
He takes off right down the middle, and he's wide open. Barker sees him. Almost overthrew him.
Yeah, well, no, he didn't.
There he goes. Perfect. Yeah. That ended up being perfect.
But once again, you had Gavin George, who is a junior for Logansport, trying to cover Lawrence, and Lawrence has got him by but we had 4 steps there by the time that ball comes into play. So extra point is good. It's 21-0 Kokomo on our CFD investment scoreboard. And Logansport had a chance there, 4th and 6, to turn the table and get that ball back. But, boy, you think about the sequence that built up to that particular play to be called. I don't think in many other situations Kokomo is going to call that play.
No, but I tell you what, man, I go back to that 3rd and inches with Logansport. Had they run the ball up the middle, even if they'd been stopped on that one, it still would have been 4th and inches. They still could have gone for it. I think they would have got the first down. It could have very easily been 14-7 right now, getting ready to start the second half with Logansport starting with the ball. Now they're down 21-0.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've dug a hole they've got to climb out of.
Oh, this is a big night. Logansport in first place in the NCC. Yeah. Kokomo's down there at 5th. This is really going to shuffle, assuming that, Harrison wins tonight and Jeff might win again tonight. And you were going to have a bottleneck here, just like a game or this and that to figure out who wins the NCC. We're at that point in the season.
Yeah, for
where
sure.
you start thinking like that. So this is a big
important game. Do they go by points
game.
If there's or is it head-to-head?
There's so many. I don't know how the tiebreaker is determined. I mean, the trouble is, like, Logansport had to give up a game because of COVID. It was the Harrison game, so they didn't get that matchup.
There's a boot down there.
We drill it down there inside the end zone, touchback for Logansport. They've got just under 3 minutes to make something happen, and they have not been really moving the ball on offense in big chunks.
No.
When they get those big chunks, penalty flags have brought that ball back on the Berries.
I don't see them breaking open even a 60-yard run if they can get up to the 40-yard line. But in 3 minutes. So, I mean, you don't know. I'm still in shock, honestly, at the call Kokomo made on 4th and 7. I mean, it's
20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, Mock will take the snap and he'll go back to pass. He rolls left. He's looking downfield, got somebody, and just throws it out of bounds. A little bit of a collision over on the Logansport side of the field there is Kokomo was moving quickly to try and defend that first down play, which falls incomplete for Logansport. 2:51 on the clock. Kokomo with a 21-0 lead after that 4th and 6 play call. Deep pass to Ples Lawrence for the touchdown, and Kokomo's up 21-0. 2nd and 10 for the Berries. Will roll right this time. Got some pressure. Puts the ball out there. Almost caught. That time, Jeremiah Miller almost caught it, but he would have fell to the ground, so it would have been about a 5-yard gain on the play. But it falls incomplete, and now we go 3rd and 10 with 2:44 to go in this first half of play. And here's the situation. You really go back to Logansport has not been able to get big plays against Kokomo cleanly.
No, not at all. And then when they did have some big runs, the penalties.
Yeah, so here we go again. We'll pitch it out. This time run it out there for Scott, and he's going to be short of the first down, and I do not believe that Logansport's coach Mike Johnson's going to go for it here. Because that's just too close. I mean, Kokomo's shown that it can score quickly either on the ground or through the air. And timeout on the field, and I'm not sure. I think Kokomo might have called that timeout. Because they are not going to waste 2:34 on the clock.
No.
Timeout, Kokomo.
But I tell you what, if Kokomo gets the ball back with 2 minutes left, 2:25 left, they could score again.
Yeah, that is the reality. Looking over on the 50-yard line side at the Logansport bench, Kokomo's definitely applying some coaching strategy to the punt return team here, and it's going to be
I was going to say, I want to see who's back. It's Pleasant. Yeah, it is. It's not. It's Jalen Cannon and Tashai Stewart. And they have returned a few punts and a few kickoffs this year for touchdowns. So, I don't know.
Mock has the punting duties as well.
He's going to
throw it.
And he's
got it wide open. Got to catch it. Got it. Good. Down. Big reception by Isaac Russell for Logansport as they fake it on 4th down, and they convert the first down. And surprise, surprise.
That's a big play. Look at that.
Isaac Russell.
I'll tell you, and he had to have a perfect throw.
And it was perfect.
Yeah, and it was there. And what a surprise. Logansport keeps the drive alive. And they are now 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
I love that call.
Berries territory, get right to the line. And now we'll do kind of a counter action in the backfield. But Kokomo had great penetration. Linebackers are right back there, led by Jackson Seifert Barnes there on the defense for Kokomo. And that'll be a loss of 2 yards on 1st down. But that counter play just did not work at all for Logansport on 1st down. So clock is rolling, 1:50 to go here in the first half. Pitch it out this time. It's Miller.
This is one they picked up big yards on earlier. So
ball's out and recovered by Logansport. And really only gained about a yard. That was another tough hit by the Kokomo defense. So another big 3rd down coming up for Logansport. 3rd and 11. Ball just inside the 45-yard line. Logansport territory. A trick play on the fake punt gave Logansport a 1st down to keep this drive alive. Now they don't want to lose it here.
And let's go back. That was a big tackle from Jalen Cannon to stop him, because had he not hit him, they might have scored.
Another fumble by the Logansport, and that was once again John Scott. But man, these guys are dropping the ball. This is probably I think it's like the 4th time a Logansport ball carrier has put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, Kokomo's playing phenomenally. Kokomo looks great. Kokomo's definitely winning the game. But Logansport, I mean, they're losing the game. I mean, they're not doing the things they need to do to win this game regardless. And, it's these little mistakes, the holdings on these big plays and fumbling the ball when they're doing it. I mean, really, you look at the one big play that stayed is that fake punt we just had.
Yeah, they're letting the clock roll down here. Under 25 seconds to go before they snap it. Play clock at 5, and this time they're actually going to punt it. Nice punt by Mock, and it'll be a fair catch for Kokomo. And that, at least what they did with the first down conversion, they took a lot of time off the clock.
Kokomo might get 1, maybe 2 if they throw a pass. Now, here's the thing. Do you just kneel it and be happy with a 21-0 lead?
Yeah.
Or do you let Plez go again and launch one down the field?
Well, they definitely had a strategy to play out with over 2 minutes to go, but Logansport was able to take all that time off the clock.
That was smart. Yeah, that was smart.
And now with only 16 seconds to go before halftime, I don't think Kokomo is going to play out that strategy they were cooking up with over 2 minutes to go.
They nailed it.
Yep, they'll take it to the locker room here with a 21-0 lead over Logansport. It's Kokomo's homecoming. This is the time you want to win.
Your homecoming.
And Logansport will get the ball first to start the second half. It's time for our Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show coming up next. You're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of IHSAA TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Rise and shine, the weekend's over. You're going to want to grab it.
Nothing lasts forever, except for a warranty forever from Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. At Button Dodge in Kokomo, we make sure that you're ready for the unexpected. That's why our warranties last a lifetime, because you have plenty of worries. Your car shouldn't be one of them. Button's warranty forever, because no matter what happens down the road, we're always here.
Coca-Cola is proud to partner with FastPlaySports for yet another year of high school athletics. We're excited to see our student athletes compete and perform on the field while representing their local schools. During this break, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola and enjoy the game. Cheers.
Welcome to Fast Play Sports and this presentation of high school football. Be sure to support our wonderful sponsors.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, this is...
Candidates of the homecoming court.
Ples might score 3 touchdowns and win homecoming.
Could be. Yeah, he's in front of this group here.
At this time, our 2020 homecoming queen, Mallory Nichols, and King Bronson Smith will crown this year's queen and king.
Well, they brought him back from last year.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, let me tell you, you've got a girls basketball player out there.
High school
Let's see.
homecoming king and queen are Carly Trine.
All right.
Ples Lawrence.
Now, Ples got it. So there you go.
And I love Carly. I tell you what, Carly is an amazing softball
Yes.
player. You keep track of that softball team. She does awesome. Carly is an amazing person. I love Carly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 20.
Well, that's going to be a huge distraction for Plez here in the second half of the game. Now,
especially if he has to play with that crown on.
Yeah, that's going to hurt a little bit, I think, when you put the helmet back on him. And I think it's important that the homecoming king do wear the crown for the rest of the game. I mean, it should be.
I bet Logansport's hoping he has to wear it the rest
should
of the game.
be in the rules package for sure. Well,
all right.
Welcome back to our Button halftime show. I'm Alan James along with Justin Hahn, calling his homecoming game with Kokomo with a fine lead in this game, 21-0 here at halftime. And doesn't surprise us that Plez Lawrence already with 116 yards on the ground for the Cats.
Yeah, and a receiving touchdown as well. I was looking at these stats here. I mean, honestly, they're as even as can be for the score to be 21-0. The big difference to me is Plez. I mean, Plez has 116 yards rushing and 49 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. So I mean that's huge. But when you look at everything else, it's fairly even. Even the penalties that we were saying killed kind of Logansport a little bit. 2 penalties for 19 yards and 2 penalties for 20 yards for each team. So, I mean, they almost wash each other out. It just happens to be when they happened in the game.
Yeah, I think the difference is really Plez Lawrence, and he was going to be the difference maker in this game. It was going to be, could Logansport match anybody up to Plez Lawrence speed? And with what and it didn't come out that way in week 1 for Kokomo. We didn't know where Plez Lawrence was really going to be this year, but he's just gotten faster as the year has went on.
Yeah, well, the confidence obviously is like huge, and that's the thing. I think he came out, and I think Western might be the only game he didn't score 5 touchdowns, maybe. And since then it's like he's like, oh, okay, well, I've got to get another touchdown. I got to get another touchdown, and he does it.
And that's really when Kokomo is at its best, when it has that feature halfback that has that blazing speed. And you look back in the history of conference championships that Kokomo has had here in the past 15 years, you've always got that speedster out there that can carry the load. And Plez Lawrence is definitely that guy for the Wildcats this year, and he's showing it. And if this plays out, where Kokomo holds on, which they certainly should.
Yes, for sure.
Plez is going to carry this team into the sectional and could possibly, to the surprise of so many Kokomo fans, be in the running for an NCC championship this year.
Yeah, and look, I don't want to harp on it, but the game that Kokomo lost, Plez was out. And Plez was out, honestly, and I talked to him about this the other day when we talked, because of honestly a bonehead decision. And they were in a game where he got in trouble and was ejected, and he had to sit out the next game. He knows that's a mistake now, and he knows coming in he's got to keep his cool, especially in a game where they have a huge lead. So, going into sectionals, hopefully his mind is right and he can keep that cool, because they need him out there on offense. And the beauty of it is, though, if they can stop him, you do have Barker, you do have Trey Marciniak, you do have Tashai Stewart running the ball well. Keegan Name has been running the ball well. So that's fine if you want to key on him, but it seems like I said, it's one of those things where they're going to hand off to him, and he still gets, breaks open a 60-yard run.
Yeah. Right now, the latest score I have on Harrison is they are up 14-0 on Hammond. So when you look at the standings in the NCC, Logansport going into this weekend had the top spot at 5-0, followed by Harrison with 1 loss. Arsenal Tech has a loss. Jeff has a loss. Kokomo had a loss. So this, the complexion of the standings is going to be interesting. Kokomo wins here, gives Logansport their first loss. It's very possible that Harrison, with a win tonight, will move on and get the number 1 spot in the NCC. I'm trying to go down and see if I can see if I've got a Jeff score somewhere here. But it's just interesting to see how this whole thing is coming around here at the tail end of the regular season. And the sectional is a whole new, right? It's a whole new thing. It's a restart of the season for everybody. But it's there's. I think Jeff is up. Is that Jeff? Is that Jeff?
Looks
this
like
is Jeff. I don't know if that's Jeff. If they're down, if that is Lafayette.
Looked like Jefferson
Jeff.
and Newcastle, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I couldn't see what that was. I'm just scanning through the long scoreboard that the IHSAA has online here. Well, we'll figure this out. Let's take another commercial break here during our Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show. You're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of IHSAA TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Coca-Cola is proud to partner with FastPlaySports for yet another year of high school athletics. We're excited to see our student athletes compete and perform on the field while representing their local schools. During this break, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola and enjoy the game. Cheers.
Rise and shine, the weekend's over. You're going to want to grab it.
Nothing lasts forever, except for a warranty forever from Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. At Button Dodge in Kokomo, we make sure that you're ready for the unexpected. That's why our warranties last a lifetime, because you have plenty of worries. Your car shouldn't be one of them. Button's warranty forever, because no matter what happens down the road, we're always here.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome to Fast Play Sports and this presentation of high school football. Be sure to support our wonderful sponsors.
As we wrap up the Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show, we mention once again that the 2021 homecoming king for the Wildcats is star running back Ples Lawrence.
Yeah.
And I can't remember Ms. Trine's first name. Carly Trine is the homecoming queen.
I actually just sent her a text and told her congratulations. She's such a sweetheart. I tell you what, phenomenal athlete. She played basketball for me. She's played basketball for actually Kokomo High School. And she's not a basketball player, and she stopped last year, and her focus is on softball. And actually, here's an interesting one. Her name is Carly Trine, and she has accepted a scholarship to Trine University to play softball.
Awesome.
So,
going north for college. So Ples Lawrence, when you do the math, he's got over 150 yards in all-purpose yardage for Kokomo in the first half, 116 of it on the ground, and a big 49 yards total after taking in that 39-yard touchdown pass on 4th and 6, which gave Kokomo its final score in the first half. And they have the 21-0 lead on our CFD investment scoreboard. I'm Alan James, along with Justin Hahn, getting ready for the second half of this homecoming game. Logansport will receive the kick to get things started. And we were looking at just the NCC, and you think about a possibility of a Kokomo NCC Conference Championship. It's not inconceivable.
No, not at all.
Now, Harrison's winning tonight, and Jeff, I couldn't get a score on them, but they're playing Richmond tonight, so it doesn't look like that Jeff would lose tonight against Richmond. So it'll keep things really tight with so many of the teams with only one loss, including, assuming that Kokomo wins this game, Logansport, Harrison, Tech, Jeff, Kokomo, all with a single loss. And some of those losses, I'm not sure if they're all conference losses, so that might be what tips the scale
right.
when it gets to who's going to win. Now, Kokomo goes on the road next week to play Harrison. So that's going to be a big battle for the Cats.
That'll be huge.
And then they'll wrap up against Arsenal Tech, another one that right now is in the running for an NCC championship. Logansport will be on the road to play Jeff next week, and they'll finish up against Anderson. And both teams at home in the last week of the regular season is what we were talking about with Logansport and Kokomo. So this is going to be one of the more exciting finishes when you're, basically 5-6 teams deep in the NCC, and that's not always the case.
No, and I tell you, after watching Jeff play and then seeing Logan tonight, not that this is any indication of, because Logan's undefeated right now. I don't see them beating Lafayette Jeff. Lafayette Jeff ran a hurry-up offense the whole time, and they did everything well. They ran the ball well. They passed the ball well. They did everything that they needed to do. Jeff, to me, is probably one of the favorites. And then, obviously, Kokomo. If Kokomo can go and get the win at Harrison next week, I think that's the big win for them. If they can get that win next week, then I think they're going to get at least a share of the NCC title.
Yeah, and in Logansport's defense tonight, they have had so many miscues.
Yeah.
Balls on the ground a lot. They haven't lost any of those fumbles, but they have had penalties that have taken away drives, and the big kick goes into the end zone, so a touchback to start the second half. The Berries will have the ball. It'll come out to the 20-yard line here, and the Berries are down 21-0.
And when you're down 21-0 to Kokomo, that's tough to come back from.
Yeah. And I was just about to say, you as a coach, I've coached, halftime is a big deal. You can course correct what's going on, and that goes both ways.
It does.
So we'll see which team came out of the locker room ready to go here. 1st and 10 for the Berries to start the second half. Full clock up the middle. Face mask out there, but they didn't call it. But ball carrier looked like it was Ortiz. Nope, that was Miller. Miller for Logansport got about a 3-yard gain on first down, so that's almost 4 yards actually. Positive yardage first down. I'll take 4 yards per play all day.
Like I said, the only bad thing, if they ran one off right here and ran it 75 yards or whatever and scored, Kokomo can sit here and run out the whole clock with their offense, and that's where that uphill climb is going to hurt Logan. But let's just say going forward, this is a big half for them. This is a huge half for them because they've got to right those wrongs from the first half, and then whether they can come back and win this game or not, leading into next week, this is huge for them to get the ship uprighted.
So back-to-back runs by Miller, 6 on the first play, 7 on the second. Moves the chains. Ball's up to the 31-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Logansport Berries. Little different formation is what they come to the line with this time. Lots of motion. Up the middle. Lots of running room. This would be... a little bit of a fight over there.
I don't know what's going
on the bottom of the screen. But... that was John Scott, the ball carrier for Logansport that time. Got good yardage on first down again. I mean, that's almost 7 yards on first down. Now this is the first time that Logansport's been getting good chunks per play. 6 yards, 7 yards, 7 yards. This is what Coach Johnson, I'm sure, wants.
Yeah, for sure. And this is what they need. This is what they need to get back into it and get their mojo going.
Mock with a keeper will get enough for a first down. He got about 5 yards on that play, no flags, and that'll move the chains again for the Berries. Good drive going to start the second half for Logansport.
Hey, Alan, let's just say, 2 years ago we were here doing Kokomo games, and all these scores were usually the other way. Kokomo's down 40-0 at halftime. What Colby has done, and really, especially with the pandemic and everything else, this has been amazing, and just even the vibe around here is awesome to see.
Scott, the ball carrier for Logansport, moves the ball about 5 yards on that carry, and it's been all good so far for Logansport. But yeah, you talk about the challenge of coaching at any level with the pandemic, and high school, college, even professional football is so devastated to the impact of the safety that has to be put in play to deal with the pandemic.
Well, and the hard part is you never know who's your team might be from 1 week to the next.
Barron gets his biggest carry of the game for Logansport. He moved the chains on that carry, getting into Kokomo territory, and I think they call a timeout right now. Kokomo, Coach Colby doesn't like what he sees. Spears out there, and Colby's out there to talk to the defense. They're letting Logansport roll over him here on the first drive of the second half. 9:17 on the clock. The ball's all the way down to the Kokomo 42, and Logansport's getting more than 5 yards per carry from its running platoon, and that platoon for Logansport usually includes Miller, Ortiz, and Barron, but add John Scott to the mix here tonight, and he's been doing pretty good.
Well, and really this is what they did to start that second quarter, and then they had that penalty,
the holding penalty,
and then it all just kind of went downhill after that. But so like I said, I've seen glimpses of this. Especially in that second quarter. I think second quarter was really started off as their best quarter, but finished as, they like to have a few calls back. But.
Yeah, Cats got 14 points in the second quarter, and that gave them that 21-0 lead that they have right now. But this is the first possession of the second half. Logansport's driving as they have a first down and 10 to go on the Kokomo 42. Mock will take the snap. Puts a bunch of guys in motion. Now they'll run up the middle. That's Barron again, and he'll just, with body lean, get 8 yards, close to 8 yards on that carry for the Berries. Different look this time for Logansport. They finally got their mojo, and even with the timeout, Kokomo hasn't adjusted quite right to get this running attack contained. 7 yards officially on the carry for Barron. Second down for Logansport. Up the middle. Wide open hole and lots of running room. That time is Ortiz, and he gets the first down and more. They drive the ball down to the Kokomo 26-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Berries.
Gain of 9 on the play.
Yeah, they're eating that middle.
These are chunks every single play, and it's up the middle. It's not, they're not trying to get to the edge here in this series at all. First half, we saw a lot of that. First down, Logansport.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Play is called dead. Had to be, is it pre-snap? Oh, offsides.
Okay.
Kokomo.
Wow,
How about that?
I thought that was going to be an offensive.
That'll give Logansport 5 free yards and still first down.
Yeah. Hey, since we're doing football, I got to brag about this one and make our producer Rob mad. Let's see, November I'll be going to the Tampa Bay Colts game. 8 yards or 8 rows off the field. Got to cheer on my man Tom Brady.
Yeah,
I know how much he loves Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Not.
I'm not even touching. So, Logansport 1st and 5. This will be Mock pitching it out this time to Scott, who really just meets up with an aggressive defense. I think that was to Shy Stewart, who was out there to just shut that play down, but it did gain a couple yards in the process, so it's only going to be about a second and a long 2 for the Berries to convert. They're inside the 20-yard line now. This is the deepest the Berries have gotten against this Kokomo defense in the game, and they're threatening, hopefully, a score for the Berries fans out there. Second down and short for the Berries. Mock puts Scott in motion. This time goes inside. That's Barron, who fights his way past the 15-yard line, and we should pick up that first down.
Barron, the ball carrier.
And, of course, should move the chains and waiting for the officials to make the signal. There they go. Ball is right on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Logansport. And they make their play call quickly in the huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and it's their first opportunity in scoring position. Ortiz gets the ball, gets across the 10-yard line, and he had a hole for a moment, but a nice stop made on that play. We're going to get a look as that Tashai Stewart makes the stop for Kokomo. Ortiz gets about 5 yards on that carry, so they're basically on the 9-yard line for the Berries. They can get a first down at the 5. Scott in motion. Play is ruled dead, and that's going to be an offensive penalty this time, as that'll be against Logansport for a 5-yard loss.
This is definitely the start Logansport wanted.
Oh, from the start to second half, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. So, they're doing everything that they wanted, and, if they can pound this in and get a score real quick, it's going to be good for them.
So the penalty moves the ball back to 14-yard line.
Second down, Logansport.
Still can get another first down if they get it up to the 5. They've been getting most of the yardage in chunks here. This will be Scott. He's got some running room. He makes a move to the left and gets back to the 10-yard line. So it'll be about a third, and they're going to spot the ball at the 11. I thought he made it to the 10, but knee went down. It's going to make it a little more, about a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Berries. And unfortunately, the running up the middle was working, and now that they start working the edge, Kokomo's getting pursuit there and shutting them down.
Well, and I mean, you look really in that second quarter when they kind of did the same thing. They pounded up, and then they a pass.
Throw the ball. Oh, had it in his hands, and that was an intended pass for Grayson Long for the Berries, and that ball goes to the ground. See if he had a really good chance to get this. He had coverage. Good coverage on the play, and 4th down now. Once again, the Berries have not been very fortunate here, with the exception of one fake punt.
Maybe they ought to fake punt.
fake kick or something here. But, man, this is a great opportunity for the Berries. They're on the 11-yard line. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They can sniff the end zone. Going to pass the ball again. Wow. Pressure from Kokomo. Sacks him back there at at the 25-yard line, and Logansport will turn the ball over on downs. They have not been successful on fourth down all night. And Kokomo stops them again.
Yeah.
Number 27, Jaquan
East.
Yeah.
His brother, Kajon, played here a couple years ago and was a killer defensive player. So I'm not shocked, but I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand. Logansport pounded the ball up the middle the whole way down the field, and they got down there and they just went away from their bread and butter. I don't understand it.
Yep, and they turn it over to Kokomo. This will be the Cats' first possession, and it was a long possession for Logansport. Look at 6:05 on the clock. They had a long drive, couldn't produce any points. They're still down 21-0. Cats take over here in their homecoming game. I was trying to look for the homecoming king out there, but and away we go. And Tashai will take the ball, and he stopped quickly in a great tackle by Gavin. Well, that would have been Grayson Long for the Berries. So he'll lose a little bit of territory, not quite a yard on the play. So 2nd and long coming up for the Cats. Got a 21-point advantage.
Yeah, I don't see Tashai out there. Plus. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's out there.
Yep, there he is. Nice
handoff up the middle.
Yeah, this time it was a new ball carrier.
That was Trey Marciniak.
Trey got the ball that time. Nice run up the middle, and he should have enough, but there's a penalty on the play. There was a lot of people back there in the backfield as Trey got the ball. Trey Marciniak took off. But that ball is coming back.
Looked like a block below the waist there. As our colleague Jimbo calls him, Big Play Trey.
Big Play Trey. Yeah, I've had some. I'm proud of Trey. Trey coming up through the ranks has had to gain a lot of confidence to play varsity, and he's done it. So I'm really proud of how he's overcome some of that. He's a good cut, good athletic cut, and I'm just glad he's getting lots of reps in the varsity squad as a senior.
Well, and to talk about that, it looks like a pass, or no, he's keeping it.
Yeah, another penalty flag comes flying, and
probably
I think Barker was looking for somebody to throw it to,
and then they just weren't open, so he tucked it.
A little chaos there. Good defense.
Probably a hold right there.
That's good defense by Logansport, but that flag came from way back.
Yeah, it did. Talking about Trey and just even the varsity experience. One of the things that Pelez talked about the other day was just how the difference between his sophomore year to his senior year is the culture that Colby put in. And he said, everybody here is on equal field. Everybody here, if you're making your plays, you're going to step up and play. The coaches do everything they can to increase their football knowledge. And I mean, it's just like I said, you can just tell a different vibe here altogether. Oh, little dipsy doodle, and he's going to throw a pass. No, he keeps it. I think they were going to throw a little pass.
I think but he wasn't. I don't know who he was trying to go out there. Was he going out there to? I
think it was Barker. Yeah, I think he was going to throw it to Barker. So there's that. Here comes Barker.
Okay, Barker's out to receive.
Barker was looking for it instead of blocking. So,
well, there was some coverage out there, and Tashai just didn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
So,
but hey, smart.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Punting situation for the Wildcats as it's 4th and 21 after all that razzle-dazzle out there on the football field. But, it gets that way when you have a 21-point cushion. You just try some different things. And unfortunately, it was sloppy in terms of the penalties and then that couple of broken plays. But Logansport defense stepped up at the same time. Now we've got all kinds of waiting for personnel to get out on the field, and the clock is rolling. No, I just don't have everybody out there yet. So.
Well, it looked like the trainer was out there talking to the referee for a second, but Lisa Tate,
got a little motion here on a punt. So what's going on? Okay, so Tashai gets it out there. Good fair catch is made by John Scott for the Berries, and they have probably the best starting field position they've had the entire game as they're set up on their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10, with 3:47 to go in the third. And Logansport, in their first possession here in the second half, had monster yardage up the middle. 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, sometimes 9 yards per carry. And when they got into the red zone in the 20-yard line, they went to, outside attack plays, some passing plays, and ended up turning the ball over on downs.
And that's it. And I don't want to sound critical or nothing, but they've kind of been their own worst enemy.
Yeah. Couldn't tell if that was Ortiz. Nope, that was Miller for Logansport. But he was definitely fighting for the 2 yards he got on that running play. Looks like maybe Kokomo has made a good correction to prevent those up-the-middle runs that Logansport was getting on that first drive.
But I think if they keep doing it, I think probably 80% of the time, I think they can gain big yardage off of it. Logansport can. Kokomo stopped them there, but I tell you what, man, just keep pounding up the middle and beating them up, and you're going to gain the yards.
Yeah. 2nd down and 8. Here we go. Up the middle this time, and a big opening with a first down run. Trying to see who the heck that was for Logansport that time. And it was Miller, and he's had some big chunks here in the second half. Barron also came alive here in this second half for Logansport, and they do have, like we talked about, that platoon of running backs. So they bring in the play, and they don't go rep after rep in the backfield. Mock this time will keep it himself. He gets tripped up. He had some daylight there, but got tripped up, I think, by Tashai Stewart, who came up there from the backfield. Was it Tashai? No, it was not. It was
probably Jalen Cannon, maybe.
So they only get a yard on that carry as the quarterback kept it. That was a design play, I believe. I don't think that was a broken play by any means. So 2:15 to go, third quarter. Logansport trying to get on the board here. Get close to the last drive. Up the middle is time. That's Ortiz. He's got some daylight. Gets up to the 35-yard line on this second down run. So got that 3rd and 5 to overcome again. How many times have we seen that for Logansport here tonight? 3rd and 5, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, for sure. If they can just keep picking up, 4 or 5 yards every play, they'll be all right. But then again, like we just talked about, they got down into the red zone and then started running outside and throwing passes.
This is going to be 2-down territory to get this first down for Logansport, but
I think so.
See if they can do it here.
Well, I don't know. If Miller's in there, I think Miller can pick up 7 on this easy, but
up the middle, that is Miller this time, and he gets the ball, and he should have enough for that first down.
Miller with the carry.
And it looks like he's good. They'll move the chains. That was good run again by Jeremiah Miller for Logansport. And they, like I said, they've been up the middle. Yeah. They've been very successful here in the second half. And now you're edging closer to that tight scoring zone. And you wonder if they'll shift their play calling again.
I just want to say I did call that one. Miller up the middle.
All right, Scott's got some running room on first down. He gets up there to the 21-yard. Actually, they'll set him at the 22. Another nice gain on first down for the Berries, and another nice chunk.
That was Scott, yeah.
Gain of 6 on the play. Second down, Logan.
So Miller will go out. As we talk about that platoon that they have, Barron's in the backfield this play, and Ortiz is back there.
And that's a huge advantage I think Logansport has over Kokomo, because really
up the middle, Ortiz. Legs keep pumping. He's not giving up yet. He crossed the 20. We'll see if they give him forward progress to the 19. Yep. I think the first down marker's on the 18-yard line, so it'll be a 3rd and 1 coming up for the Berries, and they may run the clock out here on this third quarter.
And this is exactly what Kokomo wants. Run the clock out, because that gives us the fourth quarter. You got to score three touchdowns and hold us to none, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
Not the way they've been playing both ways here tonight. Both sides, yeah. So that's the end of the third. There's been no scoring here in the second half of this game. It is a battle here at Kokomo. Cats with the lead, 21-0 on our CFD investment scoreboard. You're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of the IHSAA TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Rise and shine, the weekend's over. You're going to want to grab it.
Nothing lasts forever, except for a warranty forever from Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. At Button Dodge in Kokomo, we make sure that you're ready for the unexpected. That's why our warranties last a lifetime, because you have plenty of worries. Your car shouldn't be one of them. Button's warranty forever, because no matter what happens down the road, we're always here.
Welcome back to Kokomo. Fast Play Sports coverage of this Kokomo Wildkats Logansport Berries game. Kokomo with the lead, 21-0. We start the fourth quarter with the Berries in scoring position, ball on the 19-yard line. They've got a 3rd and 1 to convert for the first down, and it's 2-down territory.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to give it up now, but
they've got to go.
Last time they were in this situation, they and it was the last possession, and they were almost in the same position. They ran a passing play, and it fell incomplete. Went for it, then only had a half a yard to gain, and Kokomo stuffed them.
Yeah, stuffed them. You know, real quick, I want to looking at these stats from that third quarter. Logansport had 87 yards in that third quarter. Kokomo only had 13.
Yeah,
I mean that's a huge. But what's Logansport got to show for it? At this point, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. So here we go, 3rd and 1. Mock will take the snap. Ortiz will get the first down and then some. He'll cross. Right at he'll get up to the 15-yard line, and that will move the chains, and that's a better play call than we saw in the last series. So,
but now
I don't think Johnson's going to make that mistake again.
I don't know. I mean, now you got 4 downs. Let's see what they do.
I think you keep doing what you've been doing to move the ball here in the second half.
If it ain't broke, you don't fix it, right?
Yeah. So Miller's back out there. Barron's in the backfield with him. And they'll hand off. Barron this time cuts inside. He'll get some positive yardage, cross the 10-yard line, and get to the 10, actually. So that's positive yardage, and it'll be 2nd and 5. And they can get a first down at the 5.
2nd down Logansport from the Kokomo.
I think that's what Kokomo would want. Let them. If they get Kokomo doesn't want to go to the end zone right away because then clock stops. Let them run off. I mean, they might run 2 minutes off here in this.
Barron in motion, go inside. That is Miller. Miller crosses the 5-yard line, and then I saw something fly, but it wasn't a flag. It is going to be a first down, 1st and goal now for the Berries. Ball is on the 4-yard line, knocking on the door to a scoring drive to try to make this a 2-score game in the fourth quarter. And stranger things have happened in this world.
No, I'm excited to see Kokomo's defense and what they do right here.
Isaac Mock. Up the middle this time is Miller. He'll get across the end zone. Touchdown, Berries.
Miller with the carry. In a 4 on the play.
It's not going to be the shutout on homecoming now for Kokomo. That's for sure. You were thinking that
I was thinking that,
but this time, Coach Johnson for Logansport stayed between the tackles on that whole series, and it paid off with Logansport's first touchdown of the game. Jeremiah Miller right there. I mean, just daylight all the way into the red of Kokomo's end zone. So finally a chance for an extra point kick. Miller with the hold. The kick is up, and it is good.
Okay, now you got to start thinking.
The extra point is good.
Do they onside kick it? Do they wait until see if they can get a stop and score again? I say you boot it.
I don't think, when I was at high school, and that's such a long time ago, I do not ever remember doing an onside kick as a high school player.
The percentages are so low of getting back. But
I'm just trying to think if I've ever seen it at high school level. Now I can't remember. But we think about it always in the pro level all the time. But
well, I mean, if they can get a good kick, get Kokomo out in 3 downs, get the ball back, they can score. They can score again fairly quickly, and I mean, they've got the recipe. They've been doing it all game. It's just that they've had a couple of those moves that things just didn't work out.
And this offense has not been out there very much here in the second half. See how cold they are come up here. Let's talk about one of our sponsors of Fast Play Sports here tonight, Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Proud to support Kokomo and Western High School. It is at the heart of our mission to serve and refresh. Enjoy an ice-cold Coca-Cola, the perfect companion to tonight's game. And, of course, they sponsor our local refresh replay moments here.
And we've had a lot of those tonight.
10:37 on the clock. Logansport kicks where Shy Stewart will have a run back.
What a move.
He's got some running tripped up. Now he's out in the open. Past the 45.
That's Plez again. That's Plez.
Is that Plez?
That is.
They get him down finally after about a 60-yard return.
Now, here's where they got to keep their cool. This is where they have some issues sometimes. Too many guys over there.
Yeah, quite a melee here on the Kokomo bench. Not sure what lit up the Wildcats players on that tackle of, and I thought it was Stewart there with the ball, but it was Plez with the big kick return now. No flags.
Yeah, no flags. I was just afraid this was part of their issue the last time. I think he was out of bounds, and they let him. Some of those players might think, here we go. Watch this move right here. Boom.
Yeah.
Again, they touch him, and they can't take him down. He's so strong. He's so strong.
Yeah, there's nobody as fast as Plez Lawrence on the field today. So Kokomo set up deep in Logansport territory, 1st and 10. Shotgun. Barker's just going to take off with it. I think this is a broken play, but he's getting some great yardage. Still on his feet. Oh, he's in! He's going to get a touchdown. Wow!
And then Barker with the keeper flag.
I got a flag on the play. It could come back, but I'm telling you, I don't believe that was the play call. I think that was a broken play for Barker, and he just ad-libbed to the end zone.
Well, the ball hit the ground, so I think he... What a play. Look at this.
Flag is already out at this point, so it's probably against the offense, but and they are bringing it back. But that was what a great ad-lib by the junior quarterback. And I mean, he got to pay dirt, but unfortunately a penalty brings it all the way back to the 35-yard line, and it'll be must have been a holding or something because it's the spot foul puts it 1st and 14 for the Cats. Now Barker's under center for this play. Good win.
They didn't switch him out with Andy. I figured he would, or AJ. I figured he would be a little tired right now.
Boy, they keyed on Lawrence that time. Did that Logansport defense, and they were led by Ortiz, followed by Long on that loss of yardage on that first down play. Now it's 2nd and long for the Cats, and just you think about all of the things that happened in the game that changed the momentum. Here you had Barker getting to the end zone. Penalty brings that back. Now they're looking at a 2nd and 15, and the momentum can shift on this play if Logansport has another big play on defense.
Well, if Barker got in, that was the nail in the coffin in this game.
It was, yeah.
And now
up the middle. Get him in the backfield again. Big stop for Logansport, and if that's that, yep, it is. The middle linebacker, Grayson Long, he is a go-getter for this Berries defense. Probably one of the kids that will be considered all-conference here in the NCC this year on defense.
Well, this is what Logan's want. I mean, Logan, if they can get this stop here, I mean, they're going to get a punt and get the ball back. So, but they're going to have a long way to go to get a touchdown.
Yeah. Big play.
Huge play for Kokomo.
And it could be a two-down territory for the Cats, too, as they consider how to play chess here.
True.
Barker is in the shotgun.
This might be that pass to...
Fakes it that time. He's going to try and run it. Gets caught in the backfield again. Another loss for the Cats on 3rd down. And the blocking definitely breaking down for Kokomo here in the second half. And it looks like we're going to punt this ball from the ball position at the 39-yard line, and now Kokomo is going to punt it. And this, you would pretty much hope to keep it. Don't get a touchback.
Yeah, you don't want a touchback. That's the one thing.
Tough field position for Logansport. If Stewart can kick this ball properly, okay, that'll be inside. Fair catch at the 10-yard line. And then, penalty as they touched him after the fair catch was declared. That'll be against the special teams of Kokomo. And
he's going to get another one if he keeps yelling.
My.
That was
right in front of the official.
Camden Horner right there.
Yeah.
But you can't touch him.
Yeah, here you get on the refresh replay. Nice kick.
Great punt. Yeah, absolutely. He calls the fair catch. Just stay away from him.
Boom. And then bang. Yeah, he put his shoulder into it.
Yeah. That was number
20, yeah.
Yeah, that was Jalen Cannon there. But I don't know who Camden was more mad at. I don't know if he's mad at the referee or Jalen.
Well, here's the situation. Logansport's been great at pounding it out up the middle, but, man, they've only got 8 minutes
they've got
to go.
Quick.
Down 21-7 now. Here come the Berries. You'll be mocked with a keeper. Kokomo contains him well after he gets past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Only about a yard gain on first down, and I think that was a design play by the Berries. And this is where you really need a passing game because it's better for clock management.
Clock management and, honestly, moving the ball down the field. You're probably going to pick up more yardage.
Yep, get it in chunks, and if it doesn't work, it stops the clock. Now we're taking anywhere from 30 to 40 seconds to run a play.
I'll tell you this: if they try to go after Reese Beard's side, he's going to pick it off.
Up the middle, and that looked like Miller for a second there. But it was like 4 cats on the tackle, and now it was Barron with the ball for Logansport. They'll give him forward progress. Looks like back to the line of scrimmage, but no, he was really moved back. Clock is rolling now at 7 minutes to go in the game. Clock continues to roll, and I just don't see a sense of urgency out there for Logansport right now, which falls into the hands of Kokomo's favor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're being realistic here, they're going to score in the next 5 minutes if they want to have a chance to even trying to get the ball back.
Now we got a timeout call. That took
30 seconds.
And that took a long time to come to the conclusion that you're going to call timeout. So, just at this stage, I think Logansport has created a momentum. They struggled to finish on the first possession. They finally get in and score in the second. And now they just have such down and distance issue right now with 3rd and long. And then you're also looking at, 75 yards to get to the end zone. And you just haven't been producing the kind of offense that can do that fast.
No. And I think that's, speaks volumes for even really Kokomo's defense. I mean, they'll give them 4 or 5 here and there. And get the stop, and then you know what? They get the big stop right when they need it, 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 4 or something, and they stop them and make them punt. So
Jeff is up on Richmond 35-0.
Oh, man, I'm not shocked.
Yeah, we didn't think that was going to be anything close. So I'm telling you, if Kokomo holds on to this, which it looks like they will, what a logjam at the top of the conference.
Here's a pass.
So Evan's going to go deep this
Reese
time.
Beard, here it goes.
And did he catch it?
Did he get it? He did get it.
He gets the reception, a big long pass to Grayson Long, and Logansport crosses midfield to the Kokomo 39-yard line. That's exactly what Logansport needed.
Yes, that was a great coverage and a great throw and a great catch. I mean, everything. Beard was right there.
Pass complete.
He just had great. Yeah, he had great position on him. He had great position on Reese and pulled in to catch. What a great play.
6'2", Grayson Long, the receiver for Logansport on that big chunk of yardage.
Let me tell you, it says, 5'6", Reese Beard.
Barron gets the right edge, gets out of bounds after about 11-yard gain on that play. Logansport has a great play where they get the yardage and go out of bounds to stop the clock. Down 2 scores here with 6:09 to go in the game, trying to make a run at the Wildcats on their homecoming night. Move the chains, ball set at the Kokomo 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Both teams with 2 timeouts left in the game. Logansport trying to do something to get a score closer to Kokomo's 21-7 lead. Kokomo has not scored here in the second half. This time it's Miller up the middle.
Miller up the middle.
Miller just made me stop right. It's like my brakes went on.
I know, right?
But about a 3-yard carry on first down. That's okay, but it doesn't stop the clock. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Man, I tell you, Logansport's going to be in a good position here if they can get a touchdown in these next minute and a half.
They've got to score quick. They showed a lot of life there after that pass play.
But they've got to show a little bit more urgency, though. That's for sure.
Ortiz with the ball. He'll be right near the first down marker. See where they spot the ball and see if they'll move the chains for the Berries. Clock is rolling with 5:20 to go in the game. They mark it short by a half a yard. It'll be 3rd and short for Logansport coming up. Bring the ball out to the right hash for the Berries. Oh, they gave him the first down after all. They moved the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Berries. Clock stopped to move the chains at 5:15. Now they quickly get a play into the huddle, does Logansport, and they come to the line. Clock is not started yet. Clock is not started, and I almost feel like Isaac Mock is like telling them the clock hasn't been moving here. What's all that about? So I think they're wanting to reset the clock. It's interesting. I think they want 5:21 on the clock. Is that what they're saying? Yeah, they want 5:21 on the clock. Was it Mock that pointed out?
I think so, yeah.
I think he pointed at the clock and said that thing wasn't right. So they reset the clock to 5:21 now. 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. Up the middle. That's Miller. He's got some running room. Gets down by the 10-yard line.
Miller, the ball carrier.
And clock rolling. 5:05 to go. 2nd down coming up in about long 3 yards to go. Logansport trying to narrow the lead of Kokomo 21-7. Barron, Hull, right side, keeps going, pushes his way, stays out of bounds.
Oh, he's out.
And then he gave up the ball.
He fumbled.
Fumbled the ball. Kokomo gets it inside the 10-yard line. There was a scurry of activity over there as Barron was the ball carrier. Now I think they're arguing, was he out of bounds?
Well, I think he was trying to get out of bounds, and that may have been what did it. Let's see. Here's our refresh replay, and we might get to see what happens here.
It was when Miller came in to help the pile go that the ball came out.
Yeah, I didn't
and
see
maybe it just went out of bounds and last touched by Kokomo. I don't know how that happened, but the official automatically,
he did. He gave it right.
Showed the possession to go Kokomo's way. Now that is probably like the 5th time in the game Logansport's coughed up the ball, but that's the first one they've lost.
They lost, yeah.
And what a critical time to do that in a scoring drive inside the 10.
And
so now the Wildcats take the ball, 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. They're going to just crush it up the middle that time. That was Barker.
Is he still going?
Now, something's happened. Wow. I thought the pile went to the ground there at the 15, but then all of a sudden the play kept going.
I'm telling you, man, he's tough to take down. Evan is a tough kid.
Let's see this again on the refresh replay. Barker just takes off. Thought he was down right here, but
there he goes, yeah.
His legs keep turning. He keeps pumping him and gets all the way out there to the 28-yard line. And they're just rolling clock at this point with a 14-point lead on our CFD investment scoreboard.
And I think this is what you're going to see out of him. I would be shocked if we see Kokomo throw a pass, but
And this time, Lawrence out of the open. It's a foot race past the 40.
Sir.
He's gone. No one can catch him on this field. Kokomo scores another touchdown on homecoming night. The homecoming king gets his third.
Lawrence with the carry.
Yeah, once he got out on that outside, he was gone.
And that's the danger that everyone's finding as they face this Kokomo team this year. Watch Lawrence in our refresh replay.
And, they had opportunities to hit him in here. And I'm going to see if he was even touched.
Just cut it
maybe
inside.
Right there. He got hit once. But like I said, man, he's so strong. If you don't tackle him, he's going to run right through you.
Yeah.
Man.
And he's the fastest guy in the field.
Yeah,
So if he gets in the open, there's nobody on Logansport's side that's going to catch him. So it's starting to look like a rout, but really that's the first time here in the second half that Kokomo's come alive.
Yeah. Well, they had 13 total yards in the third quarter.
Yeah, exactly. So they convert the extra point. The scoreboard moves to Kokomo 28, Logansport 7. On our CFD investment scoreboard, let's talk about more of our sponsors like Brian Kossel and State Farm Insurance. Brian and his team are here to help individuals manage the risk of everyday life. They recover from the unexpected and realize their dreams. Brian Kossel and State Farm, located on South Webster Street in Kokomo, briankossel.com. And you want to give another shameless plug for Barlow's Barbershop again?
Yeah,
I say shameless because you go way beyond what's expected when you talk about that sponsor.
No, man. All you got to do is look for his truck driving around the street, man. Barlow's Barbershop.
But you can't stop at a stop sign and get out and get a haircut.
No. But you know what? Like I said, he's a great person. And yeah. You know what? You probably could with Barlow. He would stop and cut your hair right there in the back of the truck. You're right. But yeah, check him out downtown in Kokomo at their new location, downtown right there across from the courthouse. It's right down there from where the Sycamore Grill used to be for you old folks. And
I know where that is then.
And and BarlowsBarbershop.com. You can look him up. Look him up on Facebook too.
Run back opportunity for Logansport. Got some running room out there. Looks like Barron for Logansport gets the ball out there to the 30-yard line. And, boy, I got to say, Logansport has blown two opportunities in the red zone to make this a much different game. Scoreboard says 28-7, but honestly, it could very easily be a tie. Well, it wouldn't be a tie at this point, but it'd be a 28-21 score.
Well, I really think honestly that the downfall came in that second quarter, 14-0, when it was 3rd and a foot.
Yeah.
And they went for a passing play instead of getting that first down. And then Kokomo, the other big thing, because you can't just say it was Logan, because then on 4th and a foot, they go for it, and Kokomo stuffed them.
Yeah.
And so, really both of those plays, one was, to me, a mistake from Logan, and the other one was just Kokomo's phenomenal defense stepped up and stopped them. And I think that turned the momentum of the game.
Yeah. And that'll be the film work tomorrow for the Berries that you get frustrated with. It's like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and you get your first loss of the year. So now, after the penalty, it was 1st and 15. No gain on first down and 15 for the Berries, and they try to go off tackle on that play. And they've really been stronger between the tackles than outside the tackles against this Kokomo defense. But you don't have time on the clock for that anymore. I mean, the clock is ticking away. 3:25 to go in the game, and Logansport's not showing any sense of urgency that it's pretty much conceded. I think this game's going to go in the win column for Kokomo.
If I'm Logan, I am just going to sit here and run the ball, because I don't want Kokomo to get the ball with any time on the clock at all, because with Plez out there, you have the opportunity to score again.
Fumbled again for Logansport. Ball squirts out, but I think they get it back.
Barron with the carry.
Barron got hammered pretty hard, and that ball squirted out. But again, that's, how many times has that ball been out there on the turf here in this game for Logansport? They just had a tough night hanging on to the ball. They've only lost one of those turnovers, or lost one of those fumbles to become a turnover, and that was the big one here on the last drive when they were inside the 5 at the point when that fumble occurred. So Logansport takes its time. Yeah. Clock is rolling with 2:30 left to go in this game. Berries will take off and have a road game next week as they travel to Lafayette, Jeff. Logansport just called a timeout. They weren't happy with whatever their formation looked like there.
It looked like they were getting ready to run out on the time clock there.
Play clock, yep.
Yeah, play clock. And I just don't think they wanted to back up 5 more yards. And
so both of these teams head to Lafayette next Friday as Logansport will play Jeff and Kokomo's on the road to face Harrison. So, I mean, you talk about a fantastic finish for NCC play this year. I mean, this is, let's eat each other up here at the end of the season. Starts tonight with this Logansport Kokomo game, and then it continues next week for both of these teams. It looks like all of them will be sitting there with 1 loss on their record going into the second to the last weekend of regular season play.
Yeah, and I will say this. Next week, Kokomo will probably be definitely rooting for Logansport at least to beat Jeff.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if there's any other teams that can beat Jeff right now, to be honest with you. But it still keeps Logansport at 1 loss in the NCC. So, I mean, it's,
it's going to be
2 in one hand, 1 in the other, right?
Yeah, the NCC is going to be really interesting here in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, we're going for the
pass. Mock's going to get sacked on this play, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh,
flag.
What's that all about?
That could be, I don't know if there's a grab of the face mask. Mock's getting up like he's wounded a little bit. So,
personal foul?
Yeah. I guess maybe not allowed blow to the head of the quarterback. Right there at the end. Two officials saw it. So just a little too much action. So that'll give Logansport a 1st down. I believe that happens at the high school level. I mean, they're moving the chains and walking off a big one here on behalf of the Berries. It's a shame. He was struggling to go down, and you give it that 1 extra push on defense, and unfortunately, it draws the flag. 2:18 to go in the game. This gives the Berries a little bit of life on this possession. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Close to midfield for the Berries. Nice counter action. Looked like Ortiz gets to the 50 on that carry, so that's about a 4-yard gain for Logansport. Ortiz has had some good bursts. It'll be interesting to see how he wraps. And that backfield is going to come out with some decent production here in this game. I mean, it just didn't get to the end zone very much.
And that was the thing I was saying with this wing T offense. I mean, with Kokomo, and I don't want to say they just have Plez, but with Logansport, they have 3 guys that are running the ball in and out. For Kokomo, I mean, Plez is a threat every time. Now, they have a couple other guys that can run the ball.
Nice catch. Good pass play.
Oh, he's still... No.
Yeah, it was, again, to John Scott, who has had a couple throws come his way. Big yardage on that pass play. Look at it again here on a refresh replay. Set up nicely because pressure's coming on Mock, but he hangs in there, throws a dime right there to Scott, who rolls past the 35-yard line, giving Logansport another 1st down. And they're at the 32, 1st and 10, clock rolling at 1:20 to go in the game.
And here's the thing. You've got Mock as a junior, Ortiz as a junior, Barron's a sophomore.
Overthrows his intended receiver, Jeremiah Miller. I think he had some space in the route. Just overthrew him here on that 1st down play. But it does stop the clock at 1:09 to go. Now you're going for that little morale victory with it. Sure. If you could get a touchdown here before this game is over, it just gives you that confidence saying, hey, we did put together that scoring drive. We can build on that.
Yep.
But it's penalties and ball control. Just ball handling, we'll put it that way. Ball handling by Logansport's really been
because they really haven't lost nemesis. But they've dropped too many.
But it just rips the whole play when you're having to pick the ball up again off the ground. So after
Ortiz with the carry,
the 2nd down run just loses some territory there for Logansport. Now we're under a minute to play. I think you just got to continue to – why not just try and get a good pass play down in there?
Third down.
Just go for it. Third and long.
Well, as I say, what do you have to lose?
Put a little. I'm not going to use any professional football references here because you know about what I would say at this point. But see what Mock can do here.
This could be the last play of the game.
Yep, now he'll roll off. He's got some pressure, but he steps up, and now he's going to take off running. He's got some running room. And then after all of that, he only really has about a 4-yard gain in the end. And now the clock is rolling. Logansport still has a timeout, but they'll stop the clock with 15 seconds left.
All right. I have to share a Dan Hahn story.
Gain of 6 on the play.
So I was refereeing one time with him, a freshman game at Eastern. It was 36-6. 15 seconds left. The coach calls a timeout just like this. And he says, nope, get back over there. And the coach said, what do you mean? He goes, unless you have a 30-point play, you are not getting this timeout.
Oh, my God.
Now, it was a freshman game, but...
Oh, man.
But still, I'm always kind of like, okay, why call the timeout with 15 seconds? I mean, you're down by 21. Let's just...
Well, I don't know. Maybe the coach knows more about the tiebreaker system than we do.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. Yeah, that. You know what? That very well could be, too. Because I don't know. I don't know if they go by points. I don't know if they go by...
Well, you're getting into head-to-head, and then if it's head-to-head even, where do you go for the points against?
Or if they
points
just do a share. I just don't know. I don't know. But you can't have 4 teams sharing it, can you?
15 seconds. This is a 4th down play for Logansport. Could be their last play of the game. Pressure from Kokomo. Heave it up there. It's up for grabs in the end zone. And it's got it! Touchdown! It tipped into the hands of Isaac Russell, and he gets the touchdown. And if it has any influence on that tiebreaker, there you go. That's a brilliant play. But
exactly.
Mock put up just a nice Hail Mary right there.
The Coca-Cola refresh replay, man.
Let's look at it.
And it looked like it was tipped by both Kokomo guys.
Nice rainbow pass into the end zone.
Tipped it right to him.
Exactly. Well, that's a pretty finish right there. With 8 seconds to go on the clock, and it just changes the whole scoreboard.
It does.
Who knows what that really will mean in 2 weeks.
I don't even care. That was a fun play. And, I mean, hey, good call on the timeout, right?
Yeah, you're allowed to do that now. Extra point is good. So 28-14 will probably end up being the final here tonight. It's Kokomo's homecoming.
If they kick it to Plez, it may be 35-14, but I don't know. I would find where he's going to line up and kick it to the other side.
I guess we can't say that this is over yet. Let's read about CFD Financial. From financial advisors to banking, CFD is the one-stop place for your financial needs. Check them out online, creativefinancialdesigns.com.
So you talked about the city of Kokomo earlier.
I did.
In our advertising and the myriad of things. I got to say, a couple of weeks ago they had an air show going on out at the Kokomo airport, and I went out to that and, saw Mayor Tyler Moore out there and talked to him for a minute. And, he said, yeah, I'm going to come out here for a little bit, and I got another event to go to, and then I got one more to go to. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff going on that weekend, and that's, I love seeing that with Kokomo right now. I mean, you can find anything to do on any weekend. There's something going on, whether it's baseball, whether it's soccer, whether it's high school football. The Bobcats have been an awesome thing this year for Kokomo. It's just been fun all around.
Interesting kick formation for Logansport. It looks like they might try and get the ball back here and some sort of an onside scenario. Nope, just a punch kick to keep it away from
there. Yeah, he's not even out there. I don't blame him. And he's down.
So the clock didn't roll at all on that.
Well, I think as soon as he touched it, it was done. So because he just jumped on it.
Kickoff is down by.
And this is not the starting group for Kokomo going out there right now, is it? Well, Barker's going out
is out there. Yeah, Tashai Stewart's out there. You've got Curl still out there.
Yeah, that's the starting unit. They're going to finish it here for the Cats.
All right.
I think taking a knee. Really, it was all Kokomo in the first half.
Kokomo 10.
Logansport had its chance in the second half, and then this ending just does not reflect on the scoreboard.
No.
It really doesn't. When we get to the post game here and talk about the statistics of the game, I think it's going to be kind of shocking.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know what? Honestly, I think I felt like Kokomo had a better fourth quarter than they had a whole first half. But their fourth quarter, they were phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. That's the end of the game, and we'll be back with our post-game remarks coming up. You're watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of IHSAA TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
We hope to see you then.
Yeah, but if we ran that for a touchdown,
Welcome to Fast Play Sports and this presentation of high school football. Be sure to support our wonderful sponsors.
rise and shine. The weekend's over. You're going to want to grab it.
Nothing lasts forever, except for a warranty forever from Button Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. At Button Dodge in Kokomo, we make sure that you're ready for the unexpected. That's why our warranties last a lifetime, because you have plenty of worries. Your car shouldn't be one of them. Button's warranty forever, because no matter what happens down the road, we're always here.
Welcome to Creative Financial Center. Our financial advisors look forward to serving you in the financial planning process.
Creative Financial Center is the name of a building dedicated to providing individuals, families, businesses, and organizations with quality financial products and or services for the achievement of their goals and objectives through a network of associates committed to serving clients in a Christ-like manner by assisting them in the development of stewardship in their lives, believing that it profits man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
We look forward to seeing you.
Coca-Cola is proud to partner with FastPlaySports for yet another year of high school athletics. We're excited to see our student athletes compete and perform on the field while representing their local schools. During this break, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola and enjoy the game. Cheers.
Hi, this is Raleigh Fingers, and you're watching Fast Play Sports Network.
Back we are, Fast Play Sports post-game coverage here of this Kokomo win over Logansport by the score of 28-14. I'm Alan James, along with my partner in crime over here, Justin Hahn. And let's just say we knew we were going to be surprised at how the final statistics looked, because Kokomo had such a dominating first half, 21-0 at half, and then Logansport takes the kick to start the second half, and they get into scoring position and then lose it and turn the ball over on downs, and they do that a couple of times in the second half. But Justin, look at these total yards and total plays for the game for these offenses. The second half was owned by Logansport. They just couldn't score.
Yeah, and even time of possession, you've had Logansport had almost 32 minutes and Kokomo had 16. So they doubled their plays. They doubled the time with the ball. They outscored them on total yards, but didn't outscore them on the scoreboard.
Right,
and that's what counts.
And they did not have a really good matchup against Ples Lawrence, which is really Kokomo's ace. And hey, you can carry a conference championship on the shoulders.
Oh,
of
absolutely,
one guy,
yeah, for sure.
But it's not one guy.
No, it's not.
It's that offensive line.
Well,
it's that scheme, and that's the guy who gets the ability to get out in the open. And once he does, in this case, he was gone.
Well, let's not forget Barker scored a touchdown rushing, and he had one called back, another touchdown that he had called back. So that would have been another touchdown. So it's not just Ples, but I mean, come on, man. When you have a guy like him, you got to ride that thing as much as you can. You know?
Yeah, you don't always have that speedster.
No.
And you think about the guys in the past for Kokomo that have been that good, and it's just nice to have one again. It's going to give us a shot at this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And Logansport doesn't have to be down either because this is their first loss of the season.
Yep.
They were
against a great team.
Yeah, they were in first place in the NCC going into tonight, and they're going to share a one-loss record with 4 other teams in the conference. And you're going to be looking at, and I don't know how Arsenal Tech is doing tonight, but Logansport 1 loss, Harrison 1 loss, Tech probably 1 loss, Jeff with 1 loss, Kokomo with 1 loss. That's 5 teams, all vying for a conference championship over the next 2 weeks. Yep. And when you look at that schedule again, you've got Logansport going to Jeff next week. That's going to be a war. Kokomo goes to Harrison. Get a helicopter and just fly back and forth these 2 stadiums over in Lafayette this week, a week from tonight, and just take them both in. It's just going to be that kind of excitement. And I think that's really good for this conference to have that kind of finish coming up. So many teams relevant
for sure.
with 2 weeks left.
No, absolutely. And that's, that's something that Kokomo's been looking forward to, and so one thing I do want to do is give a shout out. We gotta say something about Shane Spear tonight. 19 tackles. He tied a record for Kokomo High School single game tackles, and I mean that was phenomenal. And we really didn't say his name enough out there, but he had a lot of tackles and did excellent. So,
well, this was a fun one, and for the.
He tied, I tell you what, here it is. He tied Jack Perkins, the great Jack Perkins.
Wow.
And Blair Patchett with 19 tackles each. So
could have had one more.
Yeah, I know it.
Should have gave Logansport the ball one more time. We could have made that happen. Well, good job today. It was great calling the game with you here. I want to just run through and thank our sponsors, including CFD Financial, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Button Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We got the fine folks at Gerald Orthodontics, IMG, Indiana Music Garage, and, of course, Barlow's Barbershop, all supporting our coverage here on Fast Play Sports. Kokomo wins tonight, 28-14 over Logansport. It's all tied up for the NCC, and it's going to be a wild finish here for 2021. For Fast Play Sports, Justin Hahn, I'm Alan James. Thanks for watching Fast Play Sports, an affiliate of IHSAA TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome to Fast Play Sports and this presentation of high school football. Be sure to support our wonderful sponsors.